Hello and welcome to the Metalheads podcast. My name is George.
This is Jay.
This is Will.
And this is John.
We're back.
I kind of forgot what you guys look like, so it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe say your name for the first few times when you talk, so I remember which one you was with.
It's been a little while.
This is Will talking
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, don't confuse people. Sorry we haven't been around. Summer schedules being what they are, we just have not been able to hook up. And,
Well, we've hooked up, just not recorded.
Yes.
Well, we have recorded.
No, it was recorded. We're not showing it to you.
Yeah, we sort of did record in a parking lot post-Maiden, but
Yeah, the Lost Maiden tapes. That's what we're going to call that. Although it's not actually lost.
it's just been shelved.
Yeah, we'll find somewhere to stick it at some point. Much to Will's dismay, we'll figure something out.
We all had a really good time. We've actually been doing a lot of concerts lately. A lot of
Yes,
shows.
we have.
All of
Yes.
us.
Not all of them metal.
It's been a good summer. Been a really good summer.
I've been to U2, Hall & Oates, and Lionel Richie in the last month.
Let's see. I've been to Decibel Fest, and I've been to Opeth and Gojira, and
Yeah, you see how your list
Iron
is so much
Maiden?
different than George's list?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm going to Wacken in less than 2 weeks.
That is a pretty big. Hey,
Yeah.
go after yourself. Don't make fun of my Hall & Oates and Madonna and Lady Gaga and
No, that's a good comeback.
Yeah.
You could use that for a couple of years.
exactly.
I went to
Wacken.
yeah, I saw 3 bands from 452 miles away.
Yeah,
No, I'm going to be close, damn it. Our tent
He's-
is relatively close to the infield.
and he's
It's right
got
next to
press
it.
credit.
Yeah,
So
I
he'll-
know. That's awesome.
Yeah,
He'll be
and-
shaking, drinking the artist beer.
yeah. Chris and I just got our press passes, so we're going to be rubbing elbows with the mighty.
God,
Nice.
You guys get to see Emperor. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Emperor shirt right now. This is my maiden voyage of my Emperor shirt that I am taking to Wacken so that I can be like, Isan, I love you. Yeah, anyway.
There you go.
So
Okay.
I'm itching to mention the fact that you just heard our brand new intro.
yes,
Yes.
thank God.
Will has been kicking me in the balls for like as long as I've known him to get rid of that intro because it's just not metal enough.
It's not metal enough.
Well, it is gone.
Now it's fucking metal.
Now, thank you to our good friend Joel from Thross and Block. Violetta. As
Thank you,
well
Joel.
as Ray Amate and Siegfried, the producer on the forthcoming Thross and Blood album. It's not anytime soon, so don't worry about it. But if you go to their Facebook page, you can see that they are in the studio working on it. And while they were there, they were kind enough to put that together for us because Joel fucking rocks. He's the man. Thank
he
you,
is.
Joel.
Thank you.
But that's not all we've got. We've also got a new outro. At the end of the episode, our good friend Trevor from Ashen Horde, him and his new singer Stevie, they were kind enough to put together a new outro that is going to rip your fucking face off.
That's
It's called Shrieks of the Damned.
cool.
Is it called Shrieks of the Damned because he initially wanted to call it Shrieks of the Old Fucking Dudes, and then
No, it's because I said I told him, I was like, we were talking about what to do, and I was like, let's not even put any words in there. Just fucking scream, you know? Forget writing words. Just I can't even do it, man.
was that the third fucking
Yes,
monkey?
I already said that
Oh,
on.
shit.
I said that Thursday.
That's just because my voice cracked, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it like Stevie can. Stevie's got a voice, man. So stick around to the end to hear the outro from Ashen Horde. It fucking rips.
Are you down with the sickness?
I am not down with the sickness.
Let's just say this is all part of a slight rebranding on our part. You know, we were away for a while, but we're back and we're coming back with some new shiny stuff. So.
Yeah, we haven't been just sitting on our asses. We've been doing stuff. We got this, and I know Jay, kind man that he is. He was just teeing that one next item up for me, which is the website redesign that I also rolled out last week. It's nothing too fancy.
Yes, it is. It's something too fancy.
But it makes the website a lot easier.
I got it, Jay.
I got it.
It makes the website a lot easier to navigate.
I love it. I think
You
it
know,
looks great.
and instead of having to scroll through the whole text of any particular article, you've got summaries, and you can fit, 10 things on a page, and you can figure out what you want to see. It's just laid out a little nicer.
There's even a profile page now that's easily accessible.
Yeah, you can go to the About Us page or About page or whatever it's called, and there are pictures of us. We're sorry. We're sorry about that.
Privately, I have promised this to George, at least on several occasions, but I'm going to go public now just to make myself do it, which is I personally am going to make an effort to get more record reviews up there on a regular basis, because I enjoy doing it. So
yeah, I've said the same thing, Jay. It's just a matter of doing it.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of doing it.
I'm going to do the same thing, and I gotta, as I told these guys, I gotta lead by example. I can't expect everybody to write reviews if I'm not doing it too.
No, I'm going to do one pretty quick here, as a matter of fact. Well, I would like the website, I would like to have people visiting it. So we got to give them a reason.
Indeed. And I've already talked to one other person about starting to do some reviews as well. If you're listening and you like to write, or you'd like to try your hand at writing some reviews, get a hold of me. We're willing to look at what you got. Write something up. Pick an album that you dig. Write something about it. Like a page or two, or however long you think it needs to be, and send it to me at george@metalheadspodcast.com. I'll check it out, and I'll get back to you, and maybe you can start writing too.
Advice would be not to take the George approach to a beer review. November's doom. It's death doom.
That doesn't make sense yet. Because it's going to be after.
It doesn't make sense now, but it will.
Yeah, because that's a delayed.
Tastes like a stout.
Stick around to the end to figure out what that means.
Yeah, the punchline comes later.
See, it's kind of like when you see a movie and they throw, like in Star Wars, I'm sure you've seen all the little things they just throw out there if you're not paying attention.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, and then eventually you're like, wow, I didn't realize that happened. Or on a show like where somebody gets their head cut off and they laugh, and then their head gets cut off later on.
Yep.
I think it's more like Inception, where it's like disjointed in time. You know what I mean? So, it all makes sense at the end.
Yeah, there you go.
Even though it's already happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Shilliloo.
There you go.
All right. So one other thing I wanted to talk about, on the script I wrote down bands that remind you of other bands. And to anybody but me, that probably sounds like, oh, well, this band sounds like that band. And that's not where I'm going with this. I was driving in the car the other day, and on comes a song on the radio, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know this song. It's Dr. Doctor. And I was like, sweet, Maiden's about to come on. And I was like, no, I'm in the car. Maiden's not about to come on. But I have that connection now. Whenever I hear Dr. Doctor, I think Iron Maiden's coming on. All right, so I guess that was really dumb. Nobody had any comments. Didn't even crack a smile when I said that. So we're going to move on.
I don't really like UFO, so it did nothing for me. But I know it. I know what you're saying now. So kind of like if you hear Run DMC, you think of Aerosmith, kind of like that.
No, there you go.
Walk this way. Thank you, Jay.
Okay, fine. It's sort of like that, but I just thought it was funny that because Iron Maiden uses UFO's Dr. Doctor as the song they play right before they go on stage, and so hearing Dr. Doctor got me excited because.
Okay, I have one for you.
You were like, Maiden's about to come on.
Maiden's about to come on.
None of you would know this. Maybe you might see this, George, at Vakken, but when Fates Warning goes on stage, they play Batcat from Mugwai before they start their show.
As if anybody knows what that is.
You never heard of Mugwai?
I've heard of them.
Yeah, all right.
Well, don't feed them after midnight.
This is your fucking gig, so I'm just responding.
Thank you.
When King Diamond comes out, he plays The Wizard by Uriah Heep, so you always know he's about to come out when that's the last song played because he's
clue.
a big. Yeah. He's his favorite singer. Yeah.
Right. I think there's one other thing that I added to my script that's probably not on everybody else's. And that was I was listening to...
Because I kept giving you shit because you kept updating the script like every 5 minutes the day before just yesterday.
Oh, when you put two things on the script, that kind of thing happens once in a while.
But I was listening to Iron Maiden, speaking of. That was sort of a transition thing there.
Like you do.
And 22 Acacia Avenue was playing, about Charlotte the Harlot. And
where's this going?
I was just kind of bored, and I was like, hey, I wonder if there's any 22 Acacia Avenues in the world.
So I headed down to Southeast DC to take a look.
So I pulled up...
I found me in my glory hole.
I pulled up Google Maps and typed in 22 Acacia Avenue. There is a 22 Acacia Avenue in Bethesda and in Sterling.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Well, we got to go.
I know. I'm like, We got to go knock on the door and be like, "Is Charlotte's home?"
Someone got to get off my lawn, you fucking hippies.
And I ain't no goddamn whore. Get out of here.
Is there one in London?
I didn't look that
Get
far.
that
It only stays within borders, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Let's go to London to get our picture taken in front of it.
We should. Yeah.
Oh!
Bethesda, Stirling, London, England.
Those are two places I want to go in this area: Bethesda and Sterling.
Yeah. What are we drinking?
George, why don't you do it for once?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
We are drinking Lagunitas Bonita, the Spanish lullaby.
all right, maybe I
I'm
made
stupid, I'm guessing, right?
Back to me.
Yeah.
Hop Stupid Ale by Lagunitas.
Yeah,
I can tell just by the little bit of the label I can see.
Yes.
it wasn't.
That's local, of course. It's out by me here. So.
Yeah.
And as you can tell by my singing Madonna, I am starting to feel these already. This is technically like my fourth beer. I had one before you got here, and then
What'd you have before we get here?
it's from the tap.
What
Sierra
was it?
Nevada.
What was it? Sierra Nevada.
Sierra Nevada,
Okay.
yeah.
Fair enough.
And then what was that, a Ponzi?
Yeah, my brewery, Atlas Ponzi.
And then the one that you'll hear about later, and then this one. So
Yeah.
feeling
And the reason why we got this beer is why, John?
It's in the book.
The Bible.
the
Bible.
Holy Book.
Brutal
The
Truth
Brutal
Guide
Truth
to Extreme Beers.
by our friend Adam.
Cheers.
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 Jay's drinking
Clink.
Pete's coffee.
Well, it's early. West Coast represent, blah, blah, blah.
I have to say, Pete's Big Bang coffee is my favorite coffee ever.
Pizza's
Or I
good,
should-
dude.
Or I should say my second. There's this stuff I used to get in Colombia. Real nice.
I need to get together.
That's a
with
real
you.
nice.
I'll have to direct you in some other coffee directions.
All right.
I'm a coffee snob, so
Coffee heads.
yeah. It's got a
That's John's special thing.
it's got a rich
John,
roast,
you got 2 readers this month.
it's got a rich roasty feel. Wait a minute. We said that earlier.
It's coffee flavored coffee.
You can review the Tombs coffee.
Oh, that's
Yeah, Savage Gold.
Savage Gold, yeah.
Yeah,
I have some in the freezer upstairs.
probably too strong for me. I'm a mild drinker, but nonetheless, I'll try it.
All right, why don't we move on to the news? Unfortunately, we have a late addition to the news. We just found out last night that Adrenaline Mob were in a car accident, rather a truck, a semi-fucking truck ran into their RV that was on the side of the road with a flat tire. 6 people were critically injured, I believe, and 1 person died. I'm sure you've probably already heard this, but it was Dave Z, the bass player for Adrenaline Mob. And that really fucking put a damper on my weekend.
Yeah, I'm not even a fan of the band. I mean, I like Russell Allen from Symphony X, but
Yeah.
that's regardless of that. It's a shitty story all the way around.
Any person. I mean, even
happens
if it was
too
just,
often. Yeah.
even if it was just some random average person, and I read about this, I'd be sad. But
Well, there's some last minute updates here, George, and it says that Russell Allen, the singer, was seriously injured.
God damn. Yeah,
And,
I believe 3 of the 6 are seriously injured, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's the only other band member that got it really bad, but serious. Yeah. Sorry.
You know, and
I hope somebody fucking kicked the ass of that fucking truck driver.
who knows what? I mean, there's the details are kind of sketchy about
Yeah.
why this happened, which I guess it's
Black ice
Or fellas.
in Florida.
Well,
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
if you've ever driven down in Florida, you know it can be a little rough down there in places. But it's a shitty story all the way around. And this, I guess, Dave Z, which I don't know much about the band, but other than Russell Allen, he's played with a ton of people.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
I think
Chris
Alex
Caffrey,
Skolnick today posted
Dr. Butcher.
something. Yeah, he's gotten around.
He's a known entity amongst. I think
yeah.
he's a musicians type guy.
Well
journeyman.
respected. People loved him
Yeah.
and stuff. It's just a shitty story.
It's terrible.
So, our condolences to Dave's family, friends, and of course the other
the
members
band,
of
yeah.
the band.
And a speedy recovery to the rest of the injured.
Yes.
Indeed.
All right. So moving on, Alice Cooper is getting ready to release.
You got a cooking show coming on?
He's going to reduce a reduction. It's a shallot reduction and
This is
beer.
my,
We're going to just reduce this down for
monkey
5
brains
minutes.
reduction.
Yeah, he's getting ready to release a new album. I think it's called Paranormal. I didn't actually write that down. I wrote down some other stuff. My point being, is there anybody in music, or at least in metal, that has reinvented themselves so many times as Alice Cooper?
In music or in metal?
I'm going to say in metal, because,
Yeah,
the first two Alice Cooper albums were pretty hippy-dippy. And then you had Love It to Death, and he was kind of like, all of a sudden, he's a rock star. And, that held out for a while. But then, then he went Welcome to My Nightmare, and I'm all, woo,
I was going to say, if it's in music, I would say, well, David Bowie has him on that, because he
I was going to say
reinvented
David Bowie, too.
Yeah, about 35 times, which is all the albums he had.
But that's just changing your style. I think, in
well,
terms of Alice Cooper, it's a bid to stay relevant. Okay?
Well, Bowie wasn't just style, it was also character, too.
Yes.
But I think Alice Cooper would probably be the one in hard rock and metal.
And
Yes.
then in the 80s, he kind of dipped off at the beginning of the 80s, and then he came back with Constrictor, which was a little more metal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then after
that's
that,
kind of where. Go ahead.
after that was Raise Your Fist and Yell, which is much more metal.
Yeah.
But then he was like, boom, I'm hair metal now with Trash, and he was very popular with that album, and I love that album, actually. And
Is that the one with Your Poison on it?
yeah, Poison.
Yeah.
And then Hey Stupid was the one after that, and those were both kind of big albums for him. And then he sort of drifted off again into,
Golf.
golf and mediocrity.
Well, I think he
And-
did have his restaurant in Phoenix and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Cooperstown.
yeah.
And now he's
Which is
coming
a
out with
great name, by the way, for a restaurant, because it's a baseball-themed restaurant, but Alice Cooper owns it, and it's called Cooperstown. I still
That
think
is-
that's a brilliant name.
That is pretty awesome. And now, I haven't listened much to what he's done in the last decade or so, but I heard these two new songs off this new album, and I like both of them.
They harken back to the Billion Dollar Baby stereotype thing to me, with a little bit more modern punch on it.
Like with a little Constrictor on there.
Yeah,
kind of.
well, like more metally guitars.
It's definitely a rock song, but it's well written. A Paranormal and Paranoid Personality are the two songs I'm talking about, and they're both pretty catchy. They're not super heavy.
Well, he's never been that heavy. But
It's never been that heavy, except for like Raise Your Fist and Yell.
Yeah, that's about it.
But it's good, and I like it. Now I'm like, I got to make sure I see him at Vakken, because he's going to play
awesome.
this.
I've seen him 3 or 4 times.
Oh, yeah, so have I, but-
he's always so I haven't paid attention much. But who is anyone? There was talk about the original band, everyone that was alive, still getting back together.
I haven't heard anything about that.
I didn't.
One of the other guys just died
Right.
in the last 6 months. And he
Glenn, what's his
is
name, has been
talking
dead
about
for a while,
doing a
right?
tour with him.
I thought
Yeah.
that was a new thing. There was a promo picture that just came out or something like that of them together or something. I don't know. I thought I saw
No,
that.
and him saying things like that this sounds best with these guys or something. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, there's something good being put together.
Okay.
Hey, I have a recommendation real quick, which is there's a really good movie, a documentary called Supermensch, and it's about his manager. And he managed a lot of people. He's this big, famous, hugely rich manager.
What's his
but
name?
he retired a while ago. Peter something. I can't remember his name.
The Zeppelin guy?
No. But his the movie's called Supermensch. I can't remember his name, but he even had Hollywood people. Long story short, he retired a long time ago, but he still is Alice Cooper's manager because Alice Cooper won't have anybody else. So this guy can't retire because Alice expects him to work for him. It's a really good movie, though. This guy had such an interesting life. Anyway,
Yeah.
Supermensch,
And there's also Super Duper Alice Cooper.
which I heard wasn't that good.
It was okay. It was all right. I didn't like the style of, it was just like he was talking over old footage instead of like actual interviews.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of interesting. So I was really excited about this next item. Enslaved have completed mixing and mastering of a new album. We don't have a title or a release date yet, but hopefully that's going to be this year because, yeah.
I think it'll be this year.
I think that might make a list or two.
Yeah, well, their last one made mine, and they don't fuck up a lot. Those guys
I'm
make good records.
always down for an Enslaved album. So
Yeah.
I would put them in the same category as the band we'll talk about later, which is Goat Whore. And what I mean is, you can just count on them.
yeah, they're solid every album.
Yeah, solid every album.
And they've done not an about face, but they've definitely changed from their their early Viking metal days.
Oh, yeah.
You know, considerably.
Big time.
They're still black metal, but it's a progressive black metal. So
Iron Maiden has revealed that they're releasing a new Belgian style beer called Hallowed. So I assume
I'm
we're
looking
gonna have to try that at some point. I don't know if it's
Sure.
out yet, but
I had a really, really bad thought about this when I read that. I was like, of all beer names to choose, I hope this is their own recipe.
they stole the recipe from some other band from the 70s.
So if you don't know, Iron Maiden is being sued right now by.
Well, again, second time.
Yeah, we talked about this on
Yeah,
the last
yeah,
one, but
yeah.
yeah. Steve Harris, what the fuck?
Yeah,
All
so
right.
I'll be interested to see what happens with this beer because, it's Robinson's Brewery is doing it again,
Yeah.
which they do all the Iron Maiden beers. And Robinson's pretty much only does, obviously, English beers with this strange ringwood yeast.
Wingwood.
Yeah, so this is the first time that they announced in the
Norwich.
article that they're bringing in the first time they're using a Belgian strain ever.
Yeah, they're venturing here.
Yeah, so I have a feeling that if you've been around as long as Robinson's, whether you're using English yeast or whatever yeast, you're going to know what you're doing. You're professional brewers. You know what you're doing. But you're still bringing in a different yeast strain, so weird things can happen.
Might have legs.
Yeah. You'll get that joke later when you listen to the end of the podcast.
Exception.
So I'm curious to see how they do bringing a completely new yeast strain as a brewer. Now, usually it's not that big of a deal.
But for them, it is.
Yeah, I mean, so they've never really had this yeast strain ever in their brewery.
Yeah, they're quintessential English, so they went a different direction now.
I hear you say that, and I'm thinking about yeast strain Malmsteen.
In that
Yeast strain
that-
malt stain.
Yeast strain Malmsteen.
in that story, there was one interesting point though that kind of jumped out at me, which was that of the other stuff, the stuff that's already out, they have already sold 15 million pints of it. So they're selling some beer.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you that if Iron Maiden's name was not on it, they probably
Yeah.
would have sold 15,000 pints.
Yeah, at best. And that was just the people who came in on Saturday night over the course of 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's got, and it's not. I don't think any of us has been super wowed by those, but
Well, it's interesting because we were talking about possibly getting an Ankasi beer today called Maiden Shade.
Yeah, you kind of
Well, we
do
just
that.
we
no
went-
time.
went out of time, but it's definitely the Maiden font on the label. So
It
it's
used to be.
It's
They got
off
sued.
Oh,
Do you know why they got sued?
because they didn't get approval.
Well, they got sued when troopers showed up in the United States.
oh, there you go.
And
Sense.
that's when
Now I don't
Ninkasi
want
had
it.
to move. It's still the tribute beer.
I
They
know,
just,
I'm just joking.
but they had to
I
change
like
it
their
because the
beers.
font used to be the Iron Maiden font on Made in the Shade, which is like an easy drinking sort of summer IP
So
session
it's
sort of.
so it's kind of
IPA.
like the Slayer beer now that they had to just tweak it enough.
Yeah, well, yeah. So the font is completely different. It's actually all flowery and curvy and has absolutely no recollection to Iron Maiden
I
anymore.
don't know if I want it now.
Hey, George, are you nodding off over there? I'm just joking.
Oh? I was just trying to
So-
get away from the mic so I'm not breathing on it.
Oh, so okay, fair enough.
One more beer. One more beer.
I tell you, I'm feeling pretty. I better eat something soon because
You can do it. You can do it.
I'm feeling it. All right, we have one more news item.
And then George go get some food.
Yeah. Wolves in the Throne Room are going to be releasing
Yes.
a new album, Thrice Woven, in September. And I am looking forward to that.
Are you down with this after their last couple of releases?
Say that again slowly for the drunk guy.
Are you down with this?
Down with the sickness.
Given their last
Oh, you mean the
Couple.
non-metal album they did?
of releases?
Yeah, well, I assume this is going to be back to metal.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I think so too.
So.
I didn't actually mind their ambient album. It didn't
No,
bother me.
it's cool. It's just different.
It was a companion to the other album before that. So
Kind of like that Tribes of Neurot album. It's
Exactly,
a companion
same
to,
thing.
yeah.
and nobody
To
has a
Battle
problem with neurosis.
Yeah. If you did, you'd have, you'd be,
You get your ass beat.
yeah. All right. We're going to do a few new releases.
This week's new releases, here they are. Spectacular!
first one, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. Trevor from Mash and Horde actually said this once, and I was like, who? So my guess is Karak Angren.
Yeah, that's what I would have gotten.
And their new album, Dance and Laugh Amongst the Rotten. It's cool stuff. It's like a black metal album, but it's a little avant symphonic. Not quite. I really don't know what to call it. It's just I didn't make enough notes.
Atmospherically, it's very King Diamond in that they tend to do these horror stories from start to finish, and they're
some guy named
conceptual.
Charlie, or maybe it's a girl. I haven't read the lyrics.
I like it. I was more excited about it when I first heard it. It doesn't have enough variance in it. It does a lot of this stoppy starty that kind of thing. I can't explain it, but it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I like their whole vibe.
Yeah, they're definitely cool. Doing something a little different.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the new Death Fortress, Triumph of the Undying. And if you like death metal, this might be for you.
I thought this was more black metal when I listened to it.
You think so?
Yeah. In fact, I was kind of surprised because New Jersey's sort of known for more death metal and thrash metal, and you don't hear a lot of black metal coming out of the Jersey area.
I guess
it's
we're going to have to...
somewhere northern in the United States where it's all cold and rainy and depressing and snowy.
I guess we're going to have to take your chocolate and stick it in my peanut butter and call it Black Death.
I'm sorry, say
Which
that
is
again.
actually
Stick your chocolate in my peanut butter.
Oh, Reese's commercial ad here. Jeez.
there's actually, when you go on iTunes now, most of those bands actually say black metal, death metal, / They actually have that like on iTunes. Even iTunes is smart enough now to know we don't know the difference anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Kind of like when you buy a album off of Bandcamp and it's from the label and there's like 19 genres. You're like,
yes, yeah.
I wonder what this is.
And then like almost none of them actually apply.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is country. What the?
Next up, we have the new Decapitated Anti-Cult, which I have to admit I have not listened to much because we got a promo for this, and I don't know if it's the promo was jacked up or if they really did this. Did they really go like power metal? Because
there's a weird song in the middle of it.
it's like second or third song.
Yeah.
It's like power metal. I was like,
it's got to be some mistake. No, it has to be some sort of. I listened to that too. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
I was like, and so I just stopped listening because I was like, this can't be right.
Well, I heard them on Liquid Metal the other day, and I was like, it didn't sound like that at all. Any power?
No. So there's
no.
one
I know.
song,
I'm saying
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
So I'm going to listen to the actual release and see if maybe we got like a funky promo because that was just weird. So I stopped listening.
Have you listened to it, Jay?
Sorry, I have not.
Yeah, I have to admit, at first listen, aside from what I think is a mistake power metal song, and it's not even a good power metal song. It's pretty terrible. So I don't know whose it is. It's not good. It just seemed very
generic.
Yeah, like I'm just like it felt very corporate and generic when I first listened to it. It just.
When we saw them,
I felt this way. I think earlier Decapitated was much better than later Decapitated.
Carnival is Forever is my favorite album. I believe that's what it's called for my favorite album.
What was the last one called? I forget.
Blood Mantra or something like that.
Yeah. So that one I was like,
Carnival is Forever.
Yeah, Carnival
when that
Forever
came
is
out,
good,
that was like the new lineup after the accident, and I loved that album. And now I'm like, I don't know. We saw them at Cafe 611 a while back, and I just wasn't all that impressed.
It just seems almost too polished, I don't know. Corporate's not the right word.
No, I think it is actually.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like they softened a little bit around the edges, and yeah. But I haven't listened to it that much. But that was my first impression, and I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And I really hope that power metal song in the middle of it, in the middle of the what do we get the promos? Yeah, sorry, couldn't think of the word.
All right, next up is the new
Will is empty, so I think that's a hint.
Next up is the new Elder album, Reflections of a Floating World. Now, I know a lot of people really think a lot of this band. I'm thinking of one person in particular who you'll hear about later. But it's not bad, but it is. They have never blown my skirt up.
Okay, so here's the
should
thing.
wear
I
more
thought the last
skirts.
one was actually pretty good. I kind of couldn't make it through this one. I bought it right away. Maybe we had the promo, I don't know. But and Angry Metal Guy went crazy for it, and I was just like, okay, maybe I better go try
I've
it
seen
again.
a lot of people that are like really into it, and I'm like, it's
Yeah.
not a bad album, but it doesn't grab me. It's
not a
good, but it's
groundbreaker.
kind of meandering, and it just doesn't grab me.
I listened a few times. I liked it, but I can't see myself going back to it.
Yeah,
And
There you go.
it's not a shot at them because I thought it was solid. It was well played. It just
doesn't pull you in.
it
Yeah.
didn't pull me in.
I didn't listen to it yet. Oh man,
It's too sprawling too. That's the other thing. They're kind of the metal jam band at the moment, where they tend to get to these big, drawn out musical
12 long
sections.
minute songs.
Kind of, and I mean, and some of them are just like, okay, now I'm going to play really long, AOR rock guitar solo here, and that can work, but it can also not work. Anyway, I wasn't blown away by it, and the production is much worse than the last record. I don't know if their budget went down or what, but
all right. Next one is one I know Jay likes. Arab Altor, or Ereb, I don't know how you say that, but I say Arab Altor, and their new album, Ulfen.
I haven't. Did we have the promo or something? Because I haven't heard it yet, and I know a buddy who's got it.
I'm pretty sure the promo's in there. Let me look.
I listened to it off Bandcamp. It's straight up folk music.
It is.
Oh, seriously?
I don't think so. I haven't gotten deep into it. I've listened to about half of it, probably.
Let's be honest, George. You haven't gotten deep into anything in a long time.
Meanwhile,
I haven't had that much to drink yet.
Meanwhile, post Iron Maiden show.
Yes.
Holy cow! Oh man, I just noticed that the new Venom Incorporated is in the box.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to tell you that.
Oh yeah, thanks, George.
Is it in there? Is the
It
Arab
is.
Altor?
No,
Really? Oh, okay. Sorry about
I
that.
don't think so. That's okay. Ain't no thing.
But I liked what I heard, so I want to go back and they're playing Vakken, but unfortunately, I think they're on the same time as Emperor, so that ain't
Yeah, it's
happening.
not happening.
I bet even they're disappointed. They're like, you know what? Instead of playing, let's go see Emperor.
Exactly. So,
Well, as is known, I did and liked the last one very much, so I'm keen to hear this.
yeah, it sounded pretty good. Next up, we have a band called Fell Warden and the album Oathbearer. And this is a side project for the main guy from the band Fen. And I checked this out on Bandcamp, and I was like, this is not bad. And so I bought it, and I like it.
Yeah, I do too. I bought it also. It's a early period atmospheric black metal.
Yeah.
So-
Without the terrible production.
No, it's got good production, but it's got the keyboard sound, which is a little bit different nowadays with some bands than early on. A little more folksier, but a little more black metalish though too in some spots.
Yeah.
I thought it's good. I like it.
Yeah, me too. So check that out. It's on
Big year,
Bandcamp.
big year for the guys from Fen, huh?
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm going to put out another F-related band.
Yeah, and they'll be right next to each other in everyone's catalog when they look online.
Exactly.
Does Jay want to talk about this one?
Yeah, this next one is not going to be on anybody's lists, unfortunately, but it's
Terrible.
It's a pretty
Terrible
it's a
record.
pretty okay album, so you probably ought to check it out. But only if you want to, because it's not going to be on anybody's lists. Wink, wink. This is
Go ahead, George.
I was gonna say this is the new Goat Whore, Vengeful Ascension. Go, Jay.
Well, just that I put on the Facebook page because I had the good fortune to see these guys a couple weeks ago. And my line on the Facebook page was, if you don't like Goat Horror, you're no friend of ours. These guys just put out one solid record after another. Absolutely, spoiler alert, it's on my list. It's probably their most varied record of the last four records. I'm kind of keen to hear what Will thinks of it, because I think he's the other big. I know everybody likes this, but I think he's the other real big Goat Whore guy on the.
I predict this is
Just
the
call me a big whore.
yeah.
No, he called you a goat whore.
I predict this is the album, the number one combined album for the pod.
Probably so. It is great. It's really good. These guys just kind of don't make mistakes. There's a lot of good stuff on here, and
Ben is a
At the
super
same
cool
time-
dude.
Yeah.
he's such a
I
nice
think
guy.
we've
man.
all met him now. Or wait, no, John maybe
Yeah.
not.
I haven't met him.
Okay.
But let's tell a little bit of the backstory about when this almost did not make anyone's list, and how somebody was browbeaten, and then
Here comes the George bashing,
and then there was a picture taken, and so Jay, go.
Yes, well, just that with George, we were choosing a sort of cutoff
date. Yeah.
Because we're doing, as if it's not obvious to you yet, we're doing our half of the year lists in this episode, and George sort of vaguely declared the Goat Whore record ineligible because it had not reached a certain release date.
Actually, let's back it up. I hate to cut you off. I'm sorry, Jay.
Go for it.
George had a cutoff date
of June 15th.
I
Okay.
realized sitting there that both you and Will are always talking about Goat Whore. And I went to George and said, "You sure you want to do that?" I said, "It's early in the month and Goat Whore is coming out around that time." And George, it's done. It's just solid. So I had said, George doesn't want Goat Whore on the podcast. Fuck him. Free the Goat Whore, remember? And then Jay proceeded to...
Well, then I had the good fortune to then be with them about, I think, within 2 or 3 days after that. Yeah.
Jay doubled down on it.
I did, and they were playing a very small club that it's so small that my band has played there, which should tell you something. And they... But it was a great place to see them, totally intimate. And they were all hanging out, so I got to meet them. And I managed to get a photo of almost every one of them giving George the finger.
Yeah. He told them, George said you're not eligible for the mid-year because of this. And so he took pictures with all of them giving me the finger. And I loved it because I told him to do that. I was like, that's cool. But I did, in fact, well, technically...
You relented.
To be fair to myself and to be technical,
you're wrong.
I already changed it to the end of June before you went to this show. But it was still funny.
On the
because
day
we
that
made
this,
you change it.
Well, yes. No, I thought I had
Somehow he thought
I had previously done the
there's
math.
12 months
dividing
in a year,
the year,
and 5.5 months through the year is halfway through the
April
year.
30th is the cutoff for mid-year.
Did I mention that math is not my
it's the
strong
fiscal year.
suit?
Clearly.
Yeah, Jay. Yeah, we're
I think previously it was a cutoff because it was just when we were able to record.
I think
And
that's
so
what,
in my brain, that stuck as that's when our cutoff
I think
should be.
because last year when you made the cutoff last year, we had done it. I think around that time.
Yes.
That's what it was.
And so I was just like, oh, yeah, well, that's the cutoff. And
We were doing a giant Facebook Messenger between all of us, and there was this
Free the whore.
There was like this long pause while we're like, everyone's just chiming in like, where's George is doing the math? He can't figure the math out. We're all like chiming in like, no, 12 divided by 6, 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6
Minus
full month,
2.5 plus 3.
yeah, but not all months have the same amount of days.
And literally, that's what
Yeah.
he was trying to
Do you-
justify with. Well, February only has 28.
Do you guys remember how to tell if there's 31 days or not when you're a kid? You use your knuckles. Have you ever done that?
No.
Apparently, if you count on your knuckles, every knuckle is a 31, and every in between knuckles a non-31 month.
Yeah, I can't remember that.
I was like, okay, George, start with your knuckles. January, February.
Oh, I'm going to use that.
Actually, it works. It really does. Because August, then when you come back,
Yeah.
it works. Yeah.
All right.
George only looks at his knuckles when they're shuffling.
So on the date this gets posted, I will post on the Facebook page the pictures of Ben and Sammy giving George the finger.
Yeah.
So, but I'll wait until the pod is
Screw me.
Nothing has changed.
All right, we have one more new release, and that is The Mighty Tombs and The Grand Annihilation. We had
Or as you put on the script, the
Friend
Annihilation.
annihilation.
yeah, I fixed it on mine. Sorry about that. Yeah, we had Mike on here a while ago, and we might try and get him on again. Depends on what our schedules are looking like. We got a lot of people we want to get on.
But you were George. You were a little undecided about this one, so I'm kind of wondering when you're at now because I have been
I
listening
love
to
it.
it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's
the
good.
more I listen
Yeah.
to it, it's great. He there's some changes. He started introducing some semi-clean vocals. They're not all like wow, they're kind of dark and gothic, but they're cleaner, and it's a nice contrast with the heavier vocals. And right now, Mike can do no wrong. He's amazing.
I like this album more than the previous one.
All right.
The EP or the
No,
album?
Savage Gold. Yeah, the EP.
Savage Gold.
I speculate the EP was just to get out of a label because they were on Relapse. Now they're on Metal Blade. And Savage Gold, as far as I'm concerned, was awesome. It was my number 2 that year, and then the EP kind of sucked.
Yeah, it was just okay. Yeah,
and now, that was produced by somebody else. Eric Rutan produced Savage Gold, and he produced The Grand Annihilation, and both of those sound amazing. Some other person did the EP, and again, I think it's just a throwaway.
Eric's got some pedigree, so
Yeah, just a little.
Old Tampa, Florida death metal guy. Is that yeah? That's him. Yeah, okay. More Sound Studios, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Is he really there now?
No, isn't that his old gig?
I thought he has his. I don't know.
I thought he was from down that way, wasn't he?
He is
Or
from.
I think it's Scott something.
It was more
Probably,
sound
yeah.
studio.
That's a whole
different
world
thing.
down there. It's just
Yeah. All right, moving on to what we're listening to. As we've mentioned in previous episodes, we're sort of combining all of our albums, what we're listening to, what we've purchased, and vinyl purchases. Anything else is all into one big list now. So we're going to start with Jay.
brace yourselves. It's been a while since we talked, boys, so I bought a lot of records, and I'm going to say them, and that'll just be my whole part of this segment. So I got the Ancients vinyl for Voice of the Void. These are all vinyl. Woad. No, I don't have that one. It didn't show up yet. Nevermore, This Godless Endeavor was a holy grail for me. Just picked that up.
Yes.
Enslaved, Below the Lights.
Yes.
Mutoid Man, Warmoans, which I got at the Mutoid Man show. Got signed by the guys. Highlight of my year thus far, the Celtic Frost reissues. I got all 4 of those. Nemesis to Megatherion, Morbid Tales, Into the Pandemonium. They're beautiful. I got Behemoth, live at the BBC, which you can only order from the website. Samoth Race, Reverence to Stone, Creator, Terrible Certainty, Endless Pain, and Pleasure to Kill reissues. I got Goth, Luciferian Goth Ritual. Another of a favorite I couldn't find for a long time, Exodus, Shovelhead, Kill Machine. The new Royal Thunder album I got. Skeletal Remains, Enslaved, Alive at Roadburn, that was a record store day thing. Thin Lizzy, Jailbreak, Y&T, Earthshaker, Trap Them, Blissfucker, and Death, Vivis, Dividium. I bought a lot of vinyl. So, and that's it. I'm listening to all that stuff and all of our list stuff, and so that could be revealed as we talk about our lists. But yeah, it's just been too long since we talked, but my record collection got a lot bigger.
Yeah, me too.
So I will hand it off to the next person.
By the way, Jay, you get total props for mentioning Y&T. You've lived in the Bay Area long enough now. All right, so for me, let's see. I got the first 3 Celtic Frost reissues, but on CD. I did not get the vinyl. I couldn't go with the 4th, which was the Nemesis one. Is that it?
Yeah, and you can live without it. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I wasn't busted up about it. So I got not too much vinyl. I got this band I mentioned long back time ago. I think the last time we did it, 13th Sun Stardust. They're a prog metal band from Romania. Got the vinyl from that finally. I got a huge release deal for Anathema's new one, The Optimist, which was like a 2 CD, DVD, Blu-ray thing.
Love that stuff. Love it when they package them.
Yeah, and the price wasn't bad on it either, so I went for it. I'm not as big on Anathema's last few albums. It's not that they're not good. They're good. I'm ready for them to make a little bit of a change, and they do a little bit of that on this album. Right, yeah. Got the Chemist's Spirit Adrift, Fraught with Peril, 7-inch split. Finally got that. I got these, and that was the vinyl. So, and the rest here now are either just albums I'm listening to. These are all albums I'm listening to. So, the first one, these are all songs that have been released, but they're albums that are coming out soon. So, this is a band out in your area. This band called, correct me if I'm saying it right, Cormorant is the name, I think. And
that's the pronunciation of the bird, so probably, yeah.
Yeah, and so they're kind of I don't know what, deathy, doomy, I don't even know, black metal, actually more black metal band. And the album it's coming out is Dysphoria. There's 2 songs they have online right now, Preserved in Ash and The Devour. the Preserved in Ash song has a very My Arms Your Hearse feel from Opeth, along with their own
I
sound.
actually listened. I've actually heard this too, and it's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. So it's worth listening to. Another single song again here is from this band called Spotlights, which I think I mentioned them last year. They're kind of a doom gaze band. They have a new album coming out called Seismic, and the song they have online is Learn to Breathe, which I actually like a lot.
I dig them.
It's a heavier pace for them, which is kind of cool. The new song from Paradise Lost, The Longest Winter, which is very cool. I know there's a lot of, I don't want to use this expression because I don't want to bash fans for not liking it. Some butthurt fans, oh, it's not like Draconian Times 100%.
Though it is kind of.
But it is still kind of. But it's
got a little bit of Peter Steele in there.
It's like Typo Negative meets Gothic meets Draconian Times, which is cool. And for any of you fans who like harsh metal, if you're getting the harsh vocals from Paradise Lost, that means that there's a new Bloodbath album coming out, probably. So,
which, by the way, apparently Bloodbath is coming to Maryland Death Fest next year.
Yes, they are.
Who cares?
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right.
I went to MDF this year, thank you.
I know, but why would you say who cares? Do you not like Bloodbath?
They're all right, but I probably am not going to go.
Well, it depends who's playing on the same day as Blood Incantation, because I do want to see them.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I actually think I'm going to try and go to...
Let's just see.
We'll
It's only
see.
25 bands.
I know, famous last words. I'm
Right.
like, I'm not going, but then when it comes up, I'll be like, oh, I want to go.
All right, I got two more here. Something that Will and I listened to on the way up, but I got it from my buddy TR. He told me about this band, which I'd never heard of before, and you guys may have. A band called Horse Burner.
Nope.
No.
Dead Seeds, Barren Soil. It's kind of a stoner, sludgy band. He kind of hearkened them to the heavier version of Baroness in the early days. It's pretty cool. Will was telling me he thought he had it, and sure enough, he had it in his car, so we listened to it. And then the last one I've been listening to recently is a band called XI, EXEYE. And if you don't know who these guys are, you may or may not like them. It is a, how do you describe this? It's like jazz metal, fusion metal, and they're all jazz guys for the most part, I think, except for the drummer who's been in some metal bands. But there is no bass player.
But there's like a saxophone player.
It's a saxophone bass player. And it's instrumental, and it's very fusiony, and it's very heavy. It's on Relapse, but it's very cool. If you're looking for something a little different, give that a spin. And then, like Jay said, everything else, or maybe Will said this, everything else I listen to is on my list, so you'll get the rest of that later. That's it for me.
Will.
It's kind of a short list. I'm still listening to a lot of Crip Sermon. God, I keep listening to that album because I love it. A band that I wasn't too familiar with, I think they're out of North Carolina, Errata. And they have an album called Sweet Loris, and they will be playing at Atlas Brewworks on 22nd of October, which leads me into we've been having a lot of metal concerts at Atlas. It's kind of
really
ridiculous. My job as director of heavy metal operations there is really has really become pretty taxing. We have a whole gamut of shows coming up over the next several months. The one that I'm probably most excited about is Utkiaru. We're actually sponsoring their tour. Atlas is sponsoring the tour, and they'll be playing on Atlas when they come to DC on the 15th of August, and they'll be playing with Dagger Moon and Helgamite, two other local bands that I really love. So anyway, Errata, been listening to them. They're coming to the brewery. I bought the new Bison BC. You Are Not the Ocean, You Are the Patient. A band, somebody, it was either Rick or Greg, Twitter followers, pretty sure they're listeners. Hellslave, Divination or Divination or Divination.
Divination.
Yeah, Divination. I don't know if it's supposed to be like Divided Nation, like some sort of like political thing.
Gotcha.
Right.
Right.
I got I can't believe I didn't have this. I didn't have the Suffocation Pierced from Within, so I went out and picked up that. I also could not believe I didn't have Cryptopsy, None So Vile. Just complete, utter failure on my part not to have those two albums. And then my friends in the local band Serpents of Secrecy came out with a 2-song EP called Uncoiled. And then the bass player Reverend Jim Forrester is having some medical issues. So there's a whole bunch of money being raised for Jim's cause. He's also in Foghound, which is a Baltimore-based sort of Maryland, D.C., called the DMV, Delaware, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, DMV. So anyway, they're from the area. He's having some medical issues, so we had a benefit concert for him at Atlas, and we had King Giant and Baracho play that show just to and Tone. And just to raise some money for him. So all the band, when Atlas has a show, they give all the money to the bands. Atlas takes zero cut whatsoever from any of the bands. And then what the bands turned around and did is any money that they would have gotten from all the door money, they gave to Jim and his wife Tina for medical bills. So
It was a good night. I had a good time.
Yeah, John was
enjoyed
there.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a very nice statement to make, so to speak.
Yeah.
And how is this guy doing? Is he doing a little better?
Yeah, he's got like two different medical issues, one with his liver and one with blood clots and stuff. So he actually played Maryland Doomfest. He like literally got out of the hospital and the next day he played. So it's kind of off and on. He's got a couple different medical things, but he's a great guy. I've met him a couple times. I can't say that I'm friends or anything with him, but I've met him. But the whole DMV community, metal community's coming around.
It was cool. It was a lot of everyone. I knew most of the people there.
Yeah,
so
so my good friend Steve Jones is the brewer up at Oliver Ales in Baltimore, who is a phenomenal brewery, total metalhead. He was in one of the newest issues of Decibel Magazine in the Brutal Truth column. It was the issue that they post viewed, I guess, or did the post-mortem on the Metal and Beer Fest. So it was probably the May or June issue. But Steve was featured in there, and he did a benefit show at his brewery for the Reverend Jim Forrester. So, yeah, a lot of beer, a lot of metal coming together for this guy.
Excellent.
And speaking of which, and with that, what are we drinking, boys?
We are drinking Stone, and it's a collaboration between Stone and Maine Brewery, and it's
Beer
called
Company.
Dayslayer.
Yeah, and it's definitely a Stone. Basically, came out with a tribute to Slayer beer.
I love Stone. That's if I have a favorite brewery, it's probably them.
Glasses down, horns high.
well, Maine's involved there too. They're also an excellent.
Oh
brewery.
god, they're
Yeah,
unbelievable.
but I love Stone because they do Arrogant Bastard, right?
But I think the point was you should also love Maine.
And Ruination, which is probably my favorite.
So it's an India Pale Lager. So it's kind of a bastardization of two different styles. It's a kind of like if you take a lager and make it more hoppy, and then you get it like, and instead of an India Pale Ale, which is super hoppy pale ale, you take a lager and you make it super hoppy. So IPL, India Pale Lager. I'm pretty sure this is some sort of weird fucking American invention, but I like this invention. Cheers, gentlemen.
It is good. Cheers.
George, what are you listening to?
I just want to say that it's obviously been too long since we recorded because I completely fucked up the order of things. And I don't know if any of you guys noticed this, but it just occurred
I
to me.
noticed it right
That's
away,
why I
but
said,
just
I
went
said,
with
do you want me to go? And you're like,
No. And I'm like, it should have been John and then Will and then Jay and then me.
it's called variety, man.
It's because Jay isn't in the room. And I'm just like, Jay goes first. He's not here.
Oh, that's okay. That's
So-
all right. We'll get it right on the next one.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. You know me. Yeah, it's one of those lists. It's pretty long. It's not one of my longer lists, but it's long. But I'm gonna fly through it.
Hold on, let me cue the music.
Yes, dope smoker. All right. So first up is a band called Brothers of Metal. So, you're like, okay,
Fuck is that?
they must like Manowar, right?
Jay's laughing so hard he fell off his couch.
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Brothers of Metal and their album Prophecy of Ragnarok. If you like Manowar, you're probably going to dig this. It doesn't sound like Manowar, but the songs are very like Manowar-ish. They're about, Odin and battle and stuff like that. And it's cool. It's power metal, and I dig it. So it's hard to come by. They don't have it on CD and they don't have it on Bandcamp, so you can only get like an MP3 version in a few places. But it's worth checking out. Next up is a band called Colonist. They're a Finnish prog metal band, and their album Songs of the Machine. I tried to tempt John with this one. I don't think he took the bait.
It's not bad. I've only listened probably one time straight through and another time kind of sporadically. So it's not bad.
It's definitely a headphone album. I like it when I put it on with the headphones. If I try to play it through my speakers, it doesn't sound as good. I don't know why. But it's interesting. So Finnish prog metal. Check it out. Next up is a band called Duskmorn and their album Of Shadow and Flame. They're an epic folk death band from the New Jersey, Pennsylvania area. Good stuff. Check them out. Next up is one that I've been waiting for. The band is called Evadne, Evadne, and their new album, A Mother Named Death. This is their third album. They're a death doom band from Spain. Their last album a few years back was called The Shortest Way, and it came out while I was in my real huge death doom phase, and I really loved that. So this is pretty good.
Is that when you had long hair and were in the guys phase?
No. Let's not talk about the 90s.
Wait, how do you spell that? Evadne?
Evadne. It's good stuff. Next up is the band Exist. And So True, So Bound, a prog metal band from Baltimore.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, these guys are local. I don't know. We might have to try and get them on or something. They're really good.
I'm down 150% on that.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Next up is the new Expulsion. Not the new. It's the first Expulsion album, Nightmare Future. This is an extreme metal super group featuring members of Repulsion and Exhumed and a couple other bands that I forgot to write down. But if you like Repulsion, you're probably going to like Expulsion. The whole album's only like 14 minutes long. But it's good. It is. It's really good. Next up, I finally got to hear the album from our friends Gloom called Solaris. I don't know if I mentioned it on the last episode, but I went through a lot of grief trying to get this album. I bought it from an online FLAC legit business, and the download didn't work, and it took me weeks to finally... I just bought the CD from Amazon. I got a refund on the other thing. But anyway, so I finally heard it, and wow, this is pretty cool.
Local boys.
Okay.
It wasn't quite what I expected, but damn is it heavy.
Oh, yeah.
So good job, guys.
I have just kind of a quick, funny story to tell, in that nobody would have known this who's listening, but I just had to get up because somebody was knocking at my door, and it was a Jehovah's Witness, I swear.
Oh,
and I said,
dude, you should have invited him in and sit down, put headphones on.
No, I said, you know what? I can't. I'm sorry, I can't talk. I'm doing a heavy metal podcast right now.
And we've got
they were
Satan on
very
as a
nice about
guest.
it. They
course
gave me
they
a
are.
flyer, and off they went.
Just for the record, anytime a Jehovah's Witness or a Mormon knocks on my door, I invite them in. And we talk.
Nice. Okay. Next up on my list, we're still not halfway.
Yeah, you're on E's, by the way.
I'm on M.
Oh, M?
Morpheus Tales is the name of the band, and 2, Roman numeral 2, is their album. It's their second album. They're a band from Greece. They're an avant-garde black metal band. I'm not sure what to say other than check it out. I listened to this a lot before pulling the trigger, and it's just interesting. So check it out.
I'm down right there in the avant-garde black metal part.
And Greece, man. Greece does some really interesting music.
Yes.
So next is Necromant with a K. Snakes and Liars. This would go in the category of like Sabbathy, stoner doom kind of band, but I think instead of smoking weed, these guys are popping Adderall because they're a little more focused and a little more driven than your typical stoner doom band. I like it a lot, so check it out.
What was it called?
Necromant with a K instead of a C. Next, we have Planning for Burial. Below the House is the name of the album. We're going to call this Gloom Gaze.
Gaze.
It's I don't know. Just check it out. It goes from like really mellow kind of stuff to then really kind of heavy, sludgy kind of stuff. It's interesting. This is one that Neutrino told me about. The album's the band is called Siberian, and the album's called Through the Sleep of Ages. It's the second album from a Swedish sludge band, and this one it kind of took me by surprise. I was like, wow, I was not expecting that.
It's pretty cool.
It is. So thank you, sir. Next we have Ulsect, Ulsect. Their self-titled first album. They're from the Netherlands. It's a tech avant-garde death band. I haven't listened to this a lot yet, but everything that I've heard so far I have really liked, so I wanted to mention it. My final listening to album is a band called Walpurgis, and their album Walpurgis Nights. This is a side project from the guys from Twisted Tower Dire, sort of along the lines of, I think it's Dawnbringer and High Spirits. High Spirits is a very like old school 80s early metal, and this is along those lines. If I had to liken them to somebody, it would be like that. It's very upbeat, catchy kind of stuff. I've heard people compare them to sort of Misfits kind of sound. I don't really agree with that. I understand it. There's a song called Dead Girls, which sounds like a Michael Graves era Misfits that wrote a song for the Rocky Horror soundtrack. Okay? It's cool. It's catchy. It's fun stuff. So if you're looking for something a little more accessible, check that out. Moving on to my vinyl real quick. I finally...
Actually, George, I got to be a grammar Nazi just for a minute, and I hate that word, and I'm never that guy, but I think it's pronounced Walpurgis.
Walpurgis, sorry.
Yeah, I think it's a soft G.
Gotcha. Okay, so first vinyl. I've been looking for this one for a while. They finally reissued it from Blut aus Nord. Completing my trilogy from the 777 trilogy is Cosmosophy. I also picked up the 4 Celtic Frost reissues, Morbid Tales, Unto Megatherium, Into the Pandemonium, Vanity Nemesis. I got the Cemetery Piss album, Order the Vulture, another local band.
I think they're coming to Atlas.
Nice. Hopefully I'll be around to see that, because I'd like to see them again. We saw them at the Decibel Metal and Beer Fest. I finally got a copy of Duel, Here Now, There Then, Dool. Great album. The Iron Maiden reissues, I picked up No Prayer for the Dying, and Fear of the Dark. Finally got those.
Did you already have...
I already had
Brave
No
New
Prayer for
World?
the... No, I just ordered that. This had not come out. Brave New World had not come out yet. I just ordered it the other day.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in the store yet. So.
I've got like a Russian bootleg of No Prayer for the Dying with a different album cover. So I got this one too to have
And it's a
a
different
legit
band as well.
No, it's the same band.
But still, it's all the songs from the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I picked up Mad Seasons Live at the Moor,
Yeah.
as well as Rotting Christ's Thy Mighty Contract. I also got on vinyl Solstafir's new one. I don't know how to pronounce that, so it's just the new one. Of course, I got Tombs, The Grand Annihilation. It didn't arrive on release day like I'd hoped, but it got there eventually. And finally, I also got on vinyl Wode's Servants of the Countercosmos.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're going to move on to a new bit that we mentioned in the last episode that was suggested by Jay.
So I'm the guinea pig here.
You're the victim.
Which, by the way... Oh, go ahead.
We're calling this bit, at least for the moment, we're calling it Skull Crushers because it makes you think.
I like it. And we're going to do a segment jingle for this, too.
Excellent. So basically what this is, it's like a little bit of trivia. Each episode, somebody is going to be the victim. They have to answer the questions. And the victim picks a topic. And in this case, Jay picked Black Sabbath up through Born Again.
Because I was like, if they come at me with Tony Martin, that's not going to work for me.
Yeah.
I don't know those records. I don't like those records.
So each of the rest of us is going to come up with the question to ask Jay, and he has to come up with the answer. So why don't we begin? Who wants to start? Why don't we start with John?
All right, so I came up with 2 for you, Jay. One I think you'll figure out, and I can mention it to you later. But the one I'll go with it's a Dio question.
Oh, perfect.
What is the first song that Dio helped complete right when he joined the band?
Heaven and Hell.
No.
What?
Oh!
No.
Okay, wait. Is it okay? Wow, I'm out of the box here in bad shape. I'll just
Trust
take
me,
one.
Jay, when I do mine, I'm going to miss every question. Trust me.
Well, I'm going to just take one more guess then, and I'm
Yeah.
going to say Children of the Sea.
Bang. Yes. And
I might have heard that sometime.
yeah, I guess what it was is Tony had written the riffs for the song, as I understand it. It wasn't working out with Ozzy. So there was stuff that was left over, and apparently, I guess when he met with Dio for the first time, like a quote-unquote recording session, he like literally went in the corner and wrote the lyrics in like 5 minutes, or this could be all folklore now, but they apparently wrote it and played it that day. So,
Well, I don't think my guess was that much of a guess because I think I've heard that story too. So it's probably there might be some truth to it. We'll see. Who knows?
and the funny thing is, by far one of the best Dio songs with Black Sabbath. So
It's great.
yeah.
Yeah, great song.
All right, so you're 0 for 1.
With a second guess, but fair enough.
Yeah.
And let's be fair, this is not going to be exactly as easy as it sounds either.
No, we're still fine-tuning
I
this.
mean,
We're probably going to screw each other
That's,
for a while.
that's just the kind of question I want.
I
That's
can
just the-
guarantee you if we did Opeth, I'd miss all three of them, I'm sure.
All right. Will, what do you got for him?
Jay, who illustrated the famous album cover of Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath?
I swear to God, I was going to tell you guys, don't ask me who the artists are.
If you don't know, I mean, I know this is.
Picasso!
That's all right. No.
But there was. I don't know if you got the book. Actually, I got my copy from John.
The thing, yeah.
Yeah, the metal
Art of
album.
Metal?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Art
you
of
got
Metal.
that too?
That's
Yeah.
great.
I
It
have
is.
little bits of information in my head. I want to say, and it's just as far as I could probably go, that his first name might be John. Did I get that part?
No.
Okay. No, I don't know who it is.
The artist's name was Drew Struzman.
Oh, yeah, him.
Struzen. And he was from Pacific Ioneer design firm owned by creative director Ernie Cefalu.
This you won't believe me for a second here, but when we were preparing to do this, I swear to you, one of the things I told myself was look and see who the artist who did that. I swear to
Well,
God,
it's
I
so
did because I
famous.
was like,
And
it's
the reason
fantastic.
why I thought about asking you that is because it's in that book, The Art of Metal, and which I thought you had.
I
no,
haven't. That was
but
me.
this is just the kind of thing. This is great. I'm loving it.
Well, you
and
should-
I
all
accept
right.
my failures.
You should definitely buy that book then if
Yeah.
you don't have it.
Yeah.
So, second part of that question: what beer in the Brutal Truth Guide to Extreme Beer has a label that is based off that album cover?
Yeah, I don't know that, but is it? Let me ask you this:
I don't
Does it
even know
have
that,
a
and I
title?
drank the
Does it
book.
have a title that's like the album? Is it a title like the album?
No, but the photo, the beer label and the album cover are extremely similar.
Well, I'll never get that one. Boy, I suck. What
I
is
don't
it?
know that one either.
Founders Devil Dancer.
Oh, nice.
Get outta here,
I've had
really?
that too.
Yeah, look it up.
Maybe I will.
Very similar.
All right, well, I'm going to try and cue up a little softball for you.
Well, no, I got another one.
Oh, you do?
Just the
All
same
right.
thing.
Fine, fine,
Yeah,
fine.
I thought we were going to come up with like seven
Yeah, go
each.
for it.
Oh,
man.
No, it's
Go.
supposed to be just like one each, but, do
But
what
I'll
you got to
enjoy
do.
this. No.
All right.
Oh, I want my bonus question after this is all
Name-
done.
Go for it.
Jay, name all the Sabbath albums in order, starting with the first one up until Born Again, which I just
Good.
gave you the answer to the last one.
And the
Okay,
first
so
one.
there's self-titled,
Yep.
Paranoid,
Yep.
Ooh, that was,
Master of Reality,
Yep.
Volume 4.
Oh, that was the easy one.
That was my little North Star there halfway through. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath,
Yep.
okay.
Sabotage,
Yep.
Yep.
Never Say Die.
Think robots.
Oh, Technical Ecstasy.
Yep.
Yeah, that one gets
Then-
Never
lost.
Say Die. Heaven and Hell. Mob Rules. Live Evil.
Well, studio albums.
All right.
He's still correct, though.
It's the last one.
Mob Rules and Born Again.
Yeah.
All right.
Not bad.
Damn.
All right.
I did okay. I did all right. But you know what? I'm glad that the one I missed out on was Technical Ecstasy because I hate that fucking record.
No one thinks about
Hey,
that.
Jay, I'm going to go ahead and say you missed out on that one in your collection, too, right?
It's not. I don't own it. It's true.
It's got one song on there. It's it.
All right, John, go ahead and give him your other question.
All right, so this is, I'm assuming you know this one, Jay, because you're a fan of the band this guy's from, but what famous musician played on Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath outside of the band?
Was it keyboard? Did he play keyboards?
Yes.
No, I might have it. I want to say it might be Rick Wakeman.
Yes.
All right.
Ding,
cool.
ding, 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 ding.
And I'm trying to remember what did he play on Who Are You, or was there something specific he played on?
Yes, and I can't remember the song.
Yes.
But for those of you who don't know, Rick Wakeman was the keyboardist in Yes and many different
Yes.
incarnations of Yes. So.
Yes.
Do you remember? So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you remember who wrote Who Are You?
The Who?
No, the Sabbath one. It was Ozzy. I mean, and when you think about it, it's
song,
funny
yes.
because it's like any idiot could figure out that keyboard part. He was like, "Hey, listen to this, guys."
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
All right. Okay, so at least I'm saving a little face here.
All right. I think you can get this one, but I wouldn't have gotten it even though I read the book. Black Sabbath almost never was because Tony Iommi almost quit at the start to join this other well-known British band. Who was the band?
I think I know because he did play with them for a few minutes.
Well-known British band that you like.
Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull.
Yeah. He if you watch Rock and Roll Circus, the Rolling Stones movie, he actually is in Jethro Tull in that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, well, I saved a little face. And those are good questions.
Tell you what, it's not as easy as it sounds doing that.
It's not because you never know where you're coming. But I have, like you guys, I've read so many books and magazines and things over the years. I got a lot of useless information bouncing around in here.
So,
but I feel good about my average. That wasn't so bad.
So, to prepare for the next episode, we need to come up with a person and a topic. And I'm going to volunteer to go next.
Okay.
And I'm going to say Metallica Up Through Black album.
Great.
Okay, fair enough. That works.
I have a question for you.
No, not yet. Next time. Next time.
What is the shittiest album they made up through the Black Album?
That's awesome.
Black album?
Yeah. God, you're a fucking genius. All right, well
done.
John, you're next.
Next time we will do.
That's going to be fun. I'm going to hit you hard, buddy.
All right. I figured that.
Well, for what it's worth, I enjoy this kind of thing. I like that. I'm hoping that this will live on. So I'm going to come at you hard, George.
All right. Okay, so now, if we had a drum roll, is the time that we've been waiting for. The top 11 albums of 2017 so far, because
all our amps go to
11. So, we are going to start with John, move on to Will, then Jay, then myself. But before we do that, it's time to fill up.
Beer.
So we'll be right back with more beer and metal for you. All right, before we get into our list, we just got some new beers. What are we drinking?
We're drinking Clown Shoes. I think they're based out of New York.
Clown Shoes.
Clown Shoes.
Clown Shoes.
Wah, wah.
Crasher in the Rye 2017. Imperial Oatmeal Milk Stout aged in rye barrels.
Are you on a rye kick lately?
I love rye.
I do too.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
You'll notice at Atlas there's a lot of rye beers.
That's why I like them.
And if it was up to me, there'd be even more.
Yeah,
more smoke, more rye, more smoke, more rye.
If you get the rye balance just right, it's...
Yeah. We just
that's
came
good.
out with our second year of making Rye, My Darling. Rye, My Darling.
Nicely done. I like that.
That's a great song.
All right, we're done. Thank you very much.
All
Good
right,
night.
thank you. We're done. Good night.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, so
Are we ready to fucking destroy this?
Cheers,
we're going to
gentlemen.
destroy it. Cheers.
Jay, are you drinking out there? It's
Cheers.
got to be noon by now out there.
Almost,
Almost.
noon.
No, but I
You know,
was a little headachy.
Sierra Nevada makes a nooner.
Yeah. There's a lot of nooners, but I was a little headachy.
Really?
From last.
Wow. You're a lucky guy.
All right, well, we are going to now give you our top 11 albums of 2017 so far.
We made a list, we all made lists. We made a list, man, we all made a list. We made a list, and we all made a list, and we're gonna tell you all about it right now.
And we will start.
Wait, hold on. So as we
will
discussed
be
a little
interrupted.
earlier, these are albums that released January 1st, 2017 through July,
June 30th.
June 30th.
June 30th.
Not June 15th. George.
Yes, we all know I am calendar challenged.
Not November 2016.
Yes, yes.
It's more of a government fiscal kind of list.
Yeah. George is a
Metalheads
subcontractor. He lives
physical
this way.
calendar.
Yes, I'm a contractor.
And by the way, I did go through and double check that all my albums were released in 2017 because
as did I.
if it wasn't for George correcting me on something, I would have had something on here on 2015.
Yeah. I checked-
2015.
Yeah, Droids Attack.
Oh,
Remember, I was so
right,
excited.
yeah,
Like,
that was
oh,
really
the new
old.
Droids Attack is awesome. You're like, what new Droids Attack? I'm like,
Yeah, dude, that came out in the 70s, bro.
That's 1977.
dude, I just picked up this new album by Black Sabbath. It's called Paranoid. It's awesome, dude.
All right, so we are going to do number 11.
All right.
And we will start with John.
Disclaimer. For anything I mentioned, say minus one album, including honorable mentions, I have no idea what my year end's going to look like because there's a lot of albums that are good, not a lot of super standouts. So take
And
it.
there's a lot of stuff coming too, John. So
George and I were talking about that earlier today.
Yeah, I have like a number 11 and then a whole bunch of number 2s and a number 1. And even the number 1 could be a number 2. So,
Yeah. So this is disclaimer.
Grain
Take
of
it all
salt.
with a grain of salt
yeah.
or a pint of beer. All right. My number 11. Sunless. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Eureka, I guess is so. It's the avant-garde death metal band that came out earlier in the year.
I knew that was going to be on your list. I just didn't think so low.
Number 11?
Number 11?
All right. Yeah, because all my other albums are just as cool, if
Yeah,
not better. So
exactly.
it's not an easy listen. It's,
I'm sure people are going to say that about at least one of mine.
yeah. So I butchered the name of the album, but it's the band's name is Sunless. It's the green album with the circle on the front. It's cool. I think if you like death metal and you like a little more avant-garde type death metal, maybe close to recent Gorguts, you think? A little bit?
Yeah,
I think you would enjoy this album. Give it a spin if you don't know it.
it's good.
You know, I had a Sunless on my list for a little while. Just letting you know.
And now you don't.
I've been thinking
Now it's
now
in the
it's not.
fucking dumpster fire
Yeah.
out in the
I
back.
had a lot of things on my
I
list
thought maybe
that are now
I took it
not.
off because it's an EP or something, but maybe it's not.
No, it's not even.
No, it's a
Okay.
full
You,
album.
you just don't like it as much.
Dickhead.
Jesus, man. So my caveat for my list is mostly what I don't rate my albums as to the. I mean, yes, quality is a factor, but it's like, what did I just listen to over and over and over again, and what just stuck with me? And it really doesn't have based on the merits of what someone else review site or whatever thought of this album. With that said, my number 11, Nailed to Obscurity, King Delusion.
That's a good album.
Yeah, it's a melodic death metal from Germany. This could have been. It reminds me a lot of Paradise Lost.
It's kind of Death Doom.
Yeah, and this could have been much, much, much higher on my list, and it actually was higher on my list, probably just a couple days ago. But there's some clean singing in it, and I just don't think the clean singing is all that good, and it doesn't mix well enough. And I think this album could have been a lot better if they just either cut it out or
Good with a handicap.
Yeah, sort of like it's a really great album, but the clean
But it
singing,
limps.
yeah.
You know what I think I'm getting from you saying that, Will? Because you've said that a number of times on a number of different albums. It just goes to prove how well Mike Ackerfeld did
No.
do it for all those years.
Yes, and
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'll
It
buy
really
that,
does.
yeah.
It really does. And I think the guy from November's Doom is not a great clean vocalist. He's gotten better, but it just proves how hard it is when you're a good harsh singer to pull off the
Yeah.
clean vocals.
Yeah, and
Well-
I 100% agree.
Which is why
John,
Paradise Lost is pretty damn
That's
cool.
what. That's how I used to
yeah.
sell Opeth to people. I used to tell people it's basically, death metal with Crosby, Stills, and Nash. You know what I mean? Like it works, and it's a really commit. That was what's wrong with so many metal bands is how bad their sort of ballady parts are and things. And I agree with you. I think that's
I think George got the other guy, Nick Holmes, does it.
Oh, he's awesome
really
at it.
well. And
Yep.
I think his harsh vocals are better now than they have been in years.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
All right, Jay, number 11.
I don't want to do any spoilers or anything, so I didn't giggle or anything, but I wanted to. Sunless, Araka.
and thank you for
Yeah.
the proper pronunciation. But that beer may have got to me there.
I could be wrong though, John, but I agree with you. There's a little special something going on there. It's cool. It reminds me of ISIS and Mastodon in places, and yet it's a straight up death metal thing. It's good. I like it.
Yeah,
I think if you were here right now, John would be playing footsies with you under the table.
I can't. My foot
Yeah,
hurts.
well,
but
no, we'd be
nonetheless.
hugging. We'd
Yeah.
be hugging for sure.
But Jay, just real quick, do you admit at times it can be a lot to take in, and all of a sudden
It's challenging.
they rip into it, just this amazing riff for like about 30 seconds. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, and then sometimes it's just like math, and that's okay. I don't have a problem with that,
But they don't overdo
It's-
it though.
they don't overdo it. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
All right, my number 11 that nobody else has ever liked but me. Ever Circling Wolves and Of Woe, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Gloom. And you should love the
Now, Jared-
Gloom band as well.
I thought about it. There's some late parts in the record are hard. That the clean vocals. There's a good example. I don't think the clean vocals are great on that record.
Some of them
But
are okay, but yeah, I hear you.
And he's just talking about his girlfriend endlessly through it, and that kind of weirded me out a little bit.
Fine.
Well, no. I'm not trying to be hard on you because it
It's
gave
my
me
number
real,
11. Come on.
Well, George was nice enough. I have to tell you before we get too far on your list. George is nice enough to send us a scrambled version of some of the stuff he likes, including his honorable mentions. So we don't know what he's going to say. But I was going to tell you, George, are you depressed, bro? Because everyone
just listen to metal,
your
man.
records is like down in sorrow and so on and so forth.
I do tend to like depressive music.
Yeah, well, you nailed it this year.
Thanks. All right, back
So
to John.
just FYI,
Oh, FYI.
Dire and Ever Circling Wolves is a beer from Burial Beer Company.
Oh, nice.
Well, somebody's cool.
Yeah. I remember Metal Chris checked into this because him and his girlfriend Catherine went down to Asheville, North Carolina, went to Burial, who was at the Decibel Metal and Beer Fest.
I'm going
Yeah.
in 6 weeks.
Oh, nice. They make such good beer.
Fuck yeah, man.
And
They like you a lot too.
yeah, and you can skip Wicked Weed now. But anyway, they make a beer, Ever Circling Wolves, and I thought maybe it was based off the band.
Might be.
But I did hear that album, and I did like it for a split second. And
Excellent.
Better stuff came out.
Well, this was actually, I was talking to John yesterday about changes, and that was the change that I made yesterday on my list.
Was that your
This
change?
was on my list. It was actually way up on my list when I first started making a list, and it just started getting inched off, and then there was something that was in the 11 spot for a while, and I listened to the two, and I was like, no, this one's definitely better. So,
Well, just to make up for my criticism, George, it was on a version of my list for a little while.
right on.
Yeah.
I feel better now. I feel
Half adequate.
adequate.
No,
yes.
I like the album. It just didn't make my list.
All right.
John,
I just haven't heard much about anybody talking about it.
number
So.
10.
All right, so number 10, John.
All right, so I'm guessing George might think this is a little low on my list. I love this album, but it's just too damn long. So I get a little lost in it sometimes.
Jesus, John! Oh, wait, what is it?
Fen, Winter.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, it's long.
Oh, my God.
But there are some parts on it
Just
that are
figured out
just...
George's number one.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking that was going to be up in John's, top 3.
That's why I said to you, this list could be changed.
Yeah. Wow.
Because
It's tough.
when you listen to this album, there are moments on this album where it's just like the best album of the year. But then they kind of meander a little bit, and
Do you have the second disc?
no.
Yeah, there's a second
know.
disc. I don't listen to it because it's
Yeah.
just so long.
But it could stay in my top 10 for the year, considering that there's so many albums still coming out. Mm-hmm. But I think my only issue is just that it gets a little long, even though each song I think is great on their own. So,
Wow, I am shocked. All right. Will?
My number 10, Hideous Divinity. Advienies.
Wow.
Adveniens. Avienans?
Yeah.
Sure.
so I'm not the only one today. It's all-
These guys remind me a lot of Nile, but they're from Naples, Florida. Pure, somewhat technical death thrash from
Cool.
Florida.
I have not listened to it, but it sounds
No,
cool.
it's really, really good album. And in fact, so what I always do is after I make my list, I go through and I I check all the other sites to see if like
I do the same thing all
Everybody
year
else
long.
in the world is like, this album blows.
And you're like, fuck all you.
so then I recheck everything with like Decibel or Angry Metal Guy or the numerous
Yeah.
gazillion
I do
other.
too.
And I'm like,
Same thing.
hey, like I think this is a great album. Did they like it too? And like,
Yeah,
and
I do that, and most of the time, the stuff that I really like, everybody else rates like in the middle. They like on a 10 scale, they're like, yeah, it's a 6 or a 7, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
screw you guys.
I'm going home.
How many text messages have I said Angry Metal Guy's dead to me now? That
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
like then 2 days later, Angry Metal Guy's the greatest man ever.
Anyway,
All right,
Hideous Divinity. Check them out.
cool. Jay,
This one doesn't warrant a lot of description. It's a Polish band. I sent it out. I think I mentioned it all to you guys back when I found it. But it's a really good Doom record, and it's just super solid. Dope Lord, Children of the Haze.
Nice.
I forgot about that actually. I felt like that was
I
last
Watched
year.
it once.
That is a record that I just listened to over and over and over again.
It is a good
I
record.
did too.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it's
It just
super
wasn't on
solid.
my radar. I felt, I know that it's not last year, but it just feels like it's last year.
Well, there's like nothing unique about it. It doesn't stand out, but it's just good, And
Yeah.
so you could forget it easy. But
Well, it's not that I
definitely be
forgot
nice.
it. It just felt like last year. And I think it's just because the beginning of the year, because I know it came out early in the year.
February or March, yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like so long ago.
January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
January even. So there you go. That's an easy one to lose.
is it me or is Poland just putting out a boatload of good music?
I was
Yeah.
exactly going to say that.
And every
Poland is just
every
killing
genre,
it.
every genre. Yeah, I'm enjoying.
Migwa,
Oh,
I got-
everything,
I got-
Behemoth.
I have at least 2 Polish bands on mine, and there might be 3.
everything
on my list.
from prog rock to fucking brutal death metal. They just put out a ton of
assuming-
music.
You've got at least one Polish one on here, thinking, John. I hope, because you turned me onto a record that's way up on my list,
I gotta put.
and you might not know they're Polish.
Yeah, I may not. Then I don't know.
I didn't look to see. Some of them, there might be one.
I'll mention it when I get to it.
I
but
have 2 and a very strong honorable mention from Poland on my list.
All right.
I might not. I feel bad now.
No, I think you might, John. I think you don't know they're from Poland, but we'll see.
So my number 10, I'm shocked that it is at number 10, but that's what we're looking at this year. Number 10, Memoriam for the Fallen.
Wow.
The
Thought that would be higher.
the bolt thrower ish album. Yeah. In fact, this wasn't even on my list for a long time, and I was like, wait a minute. I was
That's
listening
good.
to it, and I was like, that's not even on my list. And so I had to boot something off to get it on there. And I was like, get out of the way. Memoriam's coming through. But yeah, 10.
I think that's the beauty of this year, though.
It's like, yeah. It's like from here all the way to like 2 or even 1.
It's
Any of these
interchangeable.
could be interchangeable.
I agree.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
I agree.
All right, we're going to go back to John for number 9.
All right, so I think I'm going to be the first one to kick this off amongst the couple of bands that I think we all have on our list.
Uh-oh.
I think I was the first one to hear these guys, and I heard them because the description I heard was they are this year's Monolord.
If
Whatever.
it is what I think it is, I can't believe it's actually number 9.
That's how many
Number
good albums
9.
there are this year. Will might have been playing this at the brewery the other night, maybe, and it sounded really good.
Yeah, and I told you, hey,
And I couldn't figure out who it was.
Like, hey,
Justin
dude,
Bieber?
listen to what I'm playing. Listen, hey, John, here, dude.
He's all
hey, come to the
excited.
brewery. Listen to what I'm playing. Listen to what I'm playing. You're like, what is this?
He goes, go to the brewery list. I'm like, the fuck are you playing?
Bantha Rider?
No.
Can I say it? No, you say it.
Ordos, House of the Dead.
Okay, here's the problem. That was the band I thought was from Poland. So they're not. They're from
That's
Sweden.
Swedish.
They're from
Yeah,
Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah.
Great record.
It
Totally
is.
owe John for turning us onto that one this year.
It's a combination of
John always
stoner and
turns me
doom, and neither one of them dominates the album. I think it's a good combination. The vocalist has this kind of cool, creepy growl, harsh
Yep.
vocals, but then he goes clean for a while. And it's not a long album, but it's not a short album. It's just everything
It's
about it.
Goldilocks.
I like
It's
it.
kind of scary in places. Even like it's kind of like a good little horror metal song or story. I think it's a concept record, and I can't decide if it is or isn't.
Cool cover, and the title track
great.
itself is just. I think
So
they
good.
shine on that song.
This
so.
is the one, John, that I said I was getting a little nervous, or maybe we were driving up in the
driving
car,
up, yeah.
and I obsessively, since we've had some faux pas earlier, in some of our year-end and mid-year list of putting out stuff that was the previous year, I went through it. I made sure that all the records that I'm listing are from 2017. And Ordos
Came out
came out early, but they released a single in 2016.
Yeah.
So
I know.
It's so good.
I think
such a good record.
Disqualified.
And I'm really surprised. I do this thing, where I listen to an album on headphones, and I used to do it like every night, but I changed it to once a week. And I just did this one recently. I was surprised. I thought I did it earlier in the year.
You did it about a month ago. Because I remember I was in Philadelphia.
And I literally got it to what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
because
cool.
I learned about these guys from you.
So,
Yeah.
cool.
It is from your
My
headphones.
number 9.
I learned about it from watching you.
Yeah. All right, where are we at? 9?
9.
My number 9. Beheaded, Beast Incarnate. Death metal band from Malta that's been around since the 90s. I never even heard of these guys before, which is shocking to me. Never heard of these guys. Shocking to me, but wow. This album just this is the album. God, what was the album last year that just tore into me and hooked me in? God, I can't remember. It was like number like 5 or something last year.
Clutch.
That was
Clutch is always number 1.
number 1.
But anyway, and and this is one of the ones that I went back. I love this album. I don't care what anyone says. I went on a couple sites and people like panned it.
Oh.
And they've been around forever, so it's sort of like there's such a huge history compared to. I've never even heard these guys before, Beheaded, and I was like, this is awesome. And it just ripped into me.
I have a Clutch story. I think you've probably all had it shoved down your throat by now that
Whoa.
my groom's cake was on a show called Ace of Cakes. It was.
I didn't know it was on Ice of Cakes, but I remember seeing I just asked you about the picture somewhere.
Yeah, my wife secretly had a groom's cake made, and this was before the Ace of Cakes show started, and so we were like in the first season. She went to Charm City Cakes in Baltimore and had them make me a Fist of Rock cake. It was a black cake with band logos written around the sides, with a hand coming up out of the middle of the cake, throwing the horns with like a ring and like tuxedo cuffs. I had no idea that this thing was made, and like during the wedding, they came out and like presented me with, the whole, oh my gosh, surprise thing. And so that's sort of my 15 minutes of fame. I was on TV, and it's just, an amazingly cool thing that my wife did. And I did not know this, but if you watch the episode, there's, various people at the Charm City Cakes. Duff is the owner and the well-known one. There's a woman on there. She's sort of like I don't want to call her a secretary, but she's the one that like answers the phones and organizes all their schedules and stuff.
The boss.
She's she's fucking Neil Fallon's sister.
Oh, really?
Okay.
That's awesome.
I was like, shut up. Barb was telling me that. She's like, she's because we watched, our anniversary was recently, and we watched the episode. And she's like, she's related to some rock star. You might know him. And she was like, Clutch? And I was like, huh? She's like, Neil Fallon? I was like, shut up.
Well, at least she got it right. She said rock and not metal.
Yeah.
Assholes.
So I was like, that's really cool. So Barb has met her and
By the way, on the way up here, I turned my car on. And what song is playing? Clutch X-Ray Visions. And I'm like, hey, it looks like
rock song.
Liquid metal. They don't play any metal anymore. It's just rock. Assholes.
I hate to say it, but that was the best song they've played in hours on that station.
Yeah, they don't play anything good on there.
By the way, George, the best picture you posted was Barb's kind of sarcastic, like, horns, where she's like, ah! I was just like, that is fucking badass. It's just so funny the way she's
like, rock on.
The picture's just perfect.
Yeah. So, thanks, honey. Anyway.
She does not listen to this at all.
No, she doesn't.
No, but nevertheless.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on number 9, and you did yours, so that means it's Jay's turn.
I think I'm the only one with this one, but it's kind of like Black Fucking Cancer for me last year. This one is a really good old schooly black metal, death metal. I don't know. Anyway, Goth, Goath. The name of the album is Luciferian Goth Ritual.
That was pretty cool. I liked that. I just haven't listened to it lately.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's for an old school guy like me or you or well, all of us.
All of us.
It fits in it. It's something that could have come out in maybe 87 to 92 or something like that. It's good. It's a really good kind of black metal, death metal. That's the best I can say about it. It's good. I dig it.
Excellent. Continuing my line of, I can't believe this is my number 9. This really could have been number 2. Woad, Servants of the Counter Cosmos, number 9.
Good album.
Oh,
Great
I'm a
album.
little surprised. It's really good.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I was just comparing it to everything else, and I'm like, nope, I can't top that. Nope, I can't. But it's great.
I did go back and compare it, George, to the other one, and it's substantially different than the last one.
Yeah, I listened to it too after we had that
I mean, this is
conversation.
they definitely developed with this
Yeah.
one.
All right, number 8, John.
Right. Okay. They are a prog metal band from Australia. I'm guaranteeing nobody's even listened to this or has it on their list, which is fine. I really don't care.
You don't care at all.
I don't care. It's a band called Voyager, and the album's called Ghost Smile, which you guys can look shunned and shocked, but it's
I wish
actually
we had some crickets.
yeah. Well, it's getting a lot of traction on a lot of sites, but that's not the reason why I like it. I just think it's a good, solid album. So
Excellent.
I'm going to check it out just because I fucking love Australia.
I love John.
I just wrote it down.
you won't like it, trust me. But nonetheless, thank you.
I
For,
just wrote it
thanks
down.
for stopping by.
All right, Will, number 8.
Number 8. This one, I fell asleep last night listening to this because this is the one album that I have been wanting to love. I shouldn't say wanting to love. Like, it wasn't hard. It was just, I just never had time to spend with it. I just felt like I had to just lay in a dark room, put headphones on, and fall asleep. And fall asleep. But I got through most of the album. Glossin, Gryman or Grimmin.
Yeah. Those guys are good, and they're interesting.
Yeah. It's kind of like a death doom kind of thing. And
I really love their EP from like a year or two ago.
yeah. So that was literally a last minute change this morning where this was not even on the honorable mentions. And then I just decided that
You spell it well.
Glosson.
Okay, thanks.
And then the name of the album is Grimen. It's either Gryman or Grimmin.
Thanks.
When I try and teach my daughter how to read, when you have to tell her about like the sneaky E. So if you have one valve or one consonant between the valve and the E, it's a sneaky E, and it makes it a long vowel sound. Gryman. So this should be Gryman, but you never know. Anyway.
You never know. All right. I think we're up to Jay.
Number 8.
Number 8.
We can see
George
your
turned me
glasses,
on.
by the way. I know.
Yeah.
I know George turns you on, but just get to the point.
George turned me on. And anyway, my number 8.
Didn't mean to turn you on.
George did turn me on to this
More
one.
classic rock for you.
It is a band called Farsot.
Yeah.
Album Failure.
Fail lure.
Good man.
Sort of one of these sort of cleaned up death metal things, for lack of a better way of putting it, which is to say kind of hyper clear tones and production. Super interesting. A lot of cool, catchy points in it. I can't think of anybody to compare them to. Pretty unique sounding. And this record is like stuck in my brain right now.
It
and
is.
my
It really
player.
is a
Yeah.
good album.
So that's
Wink, wink,
that's
nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
many points to George for sending that my way.
Good choice.
So a whole bunch of guys are gonna have fart soccer on your
Fart
list.
soccer.
Fart soccer.
Pow!
We don't use feet. We use another instrument.
All
Brings
right.
us to George.
My number 8, Black Anvil, as was.
Yes.
I would hear that a couple of times.
Yeah, that one was actually battling with Woad. I was like, come on, Woad's got to be better than that. I haven't hardly listened to this lately. And then I put the Black Anvil on, and I was like, no. They got,
different beasts,
It's a
though.
little better than Woad, yeah.
To completely two different styles of black metal. I
Yeah,
think.
for sure. So, all right, so there you go. We're back to you, John, for number 7.
Let's just repeat George and say number 7. Black Anvil as was.
It's like one better than mine.
Yeah. It's one bigger or smaller. George says, hey, you should check this album out. It's a black metal band, but it's not the same as what they've done before. I think you might like it. And I'm like, oh, great, another black metal band. And I like, and don't get me wrong, I like black metal. First listen, I think I wrote back and said, dude, what the fuck?
Yep.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's their venture into like progressive black, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is for them almost an about face. So
Definitely, compared to what they used to do. Yeah.
So it's cool.
Excellent.
All right.
All right, Will, what do you have for number 8 that's some weird death metal that nobody's ever heard of?
7, man.
7, whatever it is.
Fuck.
I'm just playing. I love you. Look of death.
I just gave you my 1,000-yard stare of death. Number 7,
Is that the
Gloom,
name? Oh,
Solaris.
Yes.
There we go. There's the first one.
And I struggled to put this on the list, and I'll explain why. Because I know all these guys in this band. Well, they're local to the DC area. They've played at Atlas, at least once. They were the original They were the original headlining band to ever play a
They
show
were
at
the
Atlas.
last metal night. I think the official metal night.
Yes. And I'm friends with all the guys in the bands. I've actually listened to this record for over a year now.
Yeah.
Because I got an advanced copy of it.
Wait, so it's not from... No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, but it was released in June, so it was just released a couple weeks ago. But I fucking love these guys. They put their heart and soul into this. It's a credit. They're all classically trained musicians. Dante on guitar, Jason on bass, Bill on vocals, and the great Albert Bourne on drums.
Albert the Beard. Not
Albert's
that kind of
also
beard.
Albert's also in Yesterday Saints.
100 other bands.
Yeah, he used to be in Pentagram. He was in Pentagram for a little while.
Albert is one of the coolest people ever
Yeah.
you will ever meet.
He's one of the DC area, just kind of like our metal royalty guys.
Yeah, and
He's just always around.
yeah,
He's in
and
every
it just-
show.
every single person in this band is so talented. And I know that when they released this album, they were hoping to sort of maybe re-record it because it was not recorded with Albert on drums. And there's a few slight lineup changes when they recorded this, but even so, this is such a great album, and that I struggled because I was so close to the album, so close to them. Should I put this on the list? Should I not put it on the list? But I love it. I mean, it is so good, and it's got a lot. And then I know I love it, and I've looked out at. I've searched on.
got traction.
I use the Google machine, and they got a lot of great reviews on this. And they just got off the tour with Cryptopsy and stuff. So it's like, yeah, check it out. It's a lot
More
of
greatness to come.
Yeah, and I guarantee the next album will, whatever they put out, the next album will probably be in my top 5 easily, if not my number 1, because it's so good. And it's very much like a cross between aggressive death, black, and they vary. His vocals vary in songs. He's an amazing vocalist. Bill is.
Yes.
Yeah. Check it out. Gloom, Solaris.
Jay.
I wonder if George, if you made this one non-eligible for your list because it's almost an EP, but I know that you liked it, and I liked it a lot. Locust Leaves, A Subtler Kind of Light. This is a Greek band. It's got to be a bedroom project because it kind of sounds bedroomy, but it's so unique sounding. It kind of reminds me of a slightly singier, that's a word, singier, I just made that up, Slaufag with a lot of weird twists and turns and stuff. It's definitely a concept record.
I can hear that.
If you ride along with it, it goes to some pretty cool emotional highs and stuff. These guys really shocked me. They have a few other records out, and I honestly, it's the only one I have, but it was a real pleasant surprise this year.
I bought this on your recommendation, and I do like it, and I struggled with it on my list. Ultimately, it did not make the list. However, you will probably hear it in my honorable mentions. This was one kind of like...
Cretus?
No, I was going to say from my listening to the Colonist band.
Yeah.
If I listened to this one on my speakers, I didn't like it all that much. But when I put on my headphones for this album, I was like, yeah,
But
I
headphones
like this.
are the crack of some of these bands. You know?
Yeah,
it just
and
it
so
changes
it-
everything.
It is. Either way, it is definitely a very good and interesting album, and it is definitely worth checking out. But I just have such stuff on my list; it just couldn't make it. But it was in contention.
But I validate your thing there too, though, because it's definitely a headphoner and almost like required. I agree with you. It's not the same if you play it in your car or something. It's just there's something, and that's why I call it a bedroom band, because I think the production lacks a little bit here and there.
Yeah,
But
it's probably mixed with
nevertheless,
headphones on instead of speakers.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
such a fine record. I was really impressed.
Hey, if I could just jump in for a second. No one who's listening could see this except for George, Will, and I. But Jay's sitting in his place, just sitting there, going along. I noticed he dropped Black Fucking Cancer in there, which most people would say, oh, he's just swearing. No, that's the name of the band. But Jean just comes popping by. She goes by for a second. Jay drops a Black Fucking Cancer. She comes walking by again like it's nothing. It's almost just like Jay's not there. She's just going back and forth.
She's just
Or
used
that
to
I
your
just-
foul mouth.
That's
like a
what I was gonna
video
say, I
game in the
just
background.
use so much bad language that it doesn't stand
No,
out.
it's just it's just like, yeah, whatever. Jay's swearing again. It's like Jen. I'll drop a bomb somewhere, and it's just like, I'm not changing them now.
Yeah, just walk right by. Yeah,
Keep moving.
it's part of the package.
All right.
Defective package.
It's effective. You get what you pay for, man.
Didn't pay anything. Yeah. All right, George.
All right, my number 7. These are a former guest on the podcast.
Ooh,
And
anticipation.
possibly a future guest on the podcast. We'll
Ooh.
see. John, any guesses?
I'll let you say it. I'm
got
watching,
one.
I'm watching my beer get poured. Sorry.
A Flourishing Scourge, their self-titled
Yes!
full-length album. Wow, what a great album this is.
It is.
It really is. And to be honest, I think the sound has kind of changed a bit since their EP.
It's gone from more
It's more
progressive
blackish.
death to blackish
Yeah.
death. Yeah.
But it's still really good. So,
Production's way better on this album, I think.
yeah. So, guys, good job. Good job for sure. And, if you want to come on, let me know. We'll hook something up.
Oh, I think they would be. I was not here for the first time you guys interviewed them.
That's
And
right. I noticed that.
I don't think Will was either.
Yeah, those guys are pretty awesome. So, A Flourishing Scourge, self-titled album. Check them out.
Yes,
Bandcamp, iTunes, wherever.
And please get a physical copy of some form for that album too, which would be great.
yes. All right.
So before we go on to
Yes. Before we go
number
on to 6.
6. So we're almost halfway through.
Yeah.
Yep. What are we drinking?
John, what did you bring us?
Gotta put my glasses on. So this is from Driftwood Brewing. It's in our book, Extreme Guide. So
Real Truth Guide to Extreme Beers.
Thank you.
Adam
And,
Tapad. Damn it! I fucked it up. Adam Tapadellin.
Dylan, Decibel.
Decibel Magazine.
Has anyone gotten more press than he has from us?
I don't know, but
Well, there's
In
a
this
re-
episode alone, no.
Anyway,
You're welcome.
The beer is called Son of the Morning, and it's a strong Belgian ale. And the reason why we bring this up is not just because it's in the book, but because Adam was kind enough to get these for us.
yeah, Adam sent
And
it
we are
to us.
indebted to him helping us finish as
So
much of the book as we could.
This has probably been aged for like 2 years now.
No, it hasn't been that long.
It's tasty.
I'm sure.
It hasn't been that long.
Is there a,
Here, Jay, have a sip.
I don't know.
Oh, it's
what's your
lovely.
take?
It's lovely.
It's got some sweet, like bloody shit on the cover from some beast or whatever.
Bloody shit. They've been eating at Chipotle.
Oh,
no, but the
that a
artist.
personal experience?
No, it's South Park.
So
It's a sweet
the
label.
brewery,
I love
the
it.
brewery,
is very
Driftwood
cool.
up in Canada. They had the label redesigned, and the I forget who. It's killing me who redesigned the label, but it's a famous company up in Canada, and I actually asked them to possibly do some stuff for the podcast and various breweries, and they're just always too busy. And then they had like the studio burnt down or something. So anyway,
We got to get a hold of
Maybe
that
Adam,
guy.
Maybe Adam could talk to him for us.
yeah.
Yeah, Will's trying to damage my very clean-looking book that I've.
Oh yeah,
owned for
my
months.
very clean one is
Have
upstairs
you
too.
read that thing, or just read mine?
No, I've read it. It's
We
just,
don't stick it in our back pocket and take it everywhere
Yeah.
like you do.
Mine's packed away.
Have you heard the good? You're walking around. Have you heard the good word?
Stay on the street corners of college campuses.
Yep.
Have you read the Bible?
No, don't go to college. You're not going to last long on a college campus in
That's
this
why
country.
you got to teach those little fuckers something.
Little fuckers.
Fucking hippies. Anyway, what are we on? Number 6.
Number 6, John.
All right, so I know everyone else is a bigger fan of this genre than me. I do like thrash, but the first time I heard this album, I was like, what the fuck? It was just, it reminded me so much of the 80s, obviously, but with a current day sound. They've got the coolest single, I think, right now that's been released with a video, which you don't see too much of. The band is Power Trip Nightmare Logic.
Wow.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Really? Wow. So you guys are the thrash
I'm not a
fans?
big fan. I mean,
No, we just
No,
didn't think
I'm
you would
just
do it.
more
I didn't,
surprised that you like it.
that
Why?
you
Why
like it.
wouldn't I?
Yeah.
I mean, I like thrash. I'm just not.
they're all right, but they just never really grabbed me by the cojones.
It almost made my list, actually.
All right, well, fuck you guys. I like them.
I'm not dissing you for liking it.
No, I actually really like the album. I'm just surprised that you did.
No, I like thrash. I just think it's kind of, been there before. Kind of a genre for me now. But I just like these guys. There's a lot of energy. I think the production's really well. So,
Yeah, yeah. And I think a lot of other people think the exact same thing.
yeah, fine.
Champion Brewery down in Charlottesville, Virginia, did a beer for these guys.
Is it really?
It was, I think it was a black lager.
And there is a connection with all the bands we've talked with that are from the Austin area. I think there's like one guy in Power Trip that's in like either... What are the bands down there? Eternal Champion and...
You're talking about Arthur?
Yeah, but it's somebody else. There's a connection to all those bands somehow.
Swords down there.
There's this all... Yeah, it's... So, whatever. That's my number 6. Fucking live with it.
All right.
No, I like it. I'm
Damn.
just more surprised you picked like a straight up thrash album.
Oh, jeez. You know, I listen to more than just prog.
Do you, John? Do you?
Yeah,
All right, well,
My number 6,
your number 6.
we've already talked about it. Ordos, House of the Dead,
Yes.
from
Damn
Sweden.
straight.
They're Swedish.
I love that album.
I'm going there soon.
ABBA they are not.
I'm going to
Sweden.
Sweden. Yes.
After Vakken.
After Vakken, we're hitting up Copenhagen and
Well, that would be Denmark.
You going to Norway to visit your family?
and Stockholm. No.
Yeah, well, you got to go through
Man,
Denmark.
screw my sister. She's in Norway. We're not going there. No. Well, originally she wasn't going to be there, so we skipped Norway. We were going to go to Finland. We were going to say hello to Yanni. Hello, Yanni.
Hello.
But you know what? Blame Iceland. See, we're going from Iceland to Germany to Denmark to Sweden, and then we were going to go to Finland, but Iceland is so goddamn expensive. I'm paying $400 a night for 2 nights in
Yeah.
Iceland.
It's a little out of the
And-
way,
and
just
so-
to mention.
Wait, why are you going to Iceland, though?
Because our
It's
flight,
cool.
because our flight is cheaper. We're taking Iceland Air, and we're going through Iceland.
It's a hub.
Why
We're stopping over to see
Because
it.
Iceland's cool.
It's
Yeah.
a hub.
And
Did you?
Because
you
it's so expensive there, and Copenhagen is also rather expensive, and so we just couldn't afford to go. We were going to go to Helsinki as well, and hook up with Yanni, but we had to cut it.
That's crap.
Are you taking the train from Germany up, George?
Yes, after Vakken, I'm going to Berlin to meet my wife. And then from Berlin,
Is it Mail Order Bride or something? Is this the first time
while
you're
I'm
meeting
at Vakken, she's going to Prague.
Still on this side of the wall, dude.
And then she's going to go to Berlin. I'm going to meet up with her there after Vakken. And then we're going to take the train up to Copenhagen. And then we're taking the train to Stockholm. And then we're flying from Stockholm back to Reykjavik in Iceland
But here,
with a quick changeover back home.
You're going to be really
Here's the
disappointed with Sweden because it's really boring.
Well, we're only there for like a day, so.
but here's the reason I asked, dude, because you're about to have the weirdest experience, which is I actually took the train the other direction, and there's a place between Denmark and Germany where they actually put the train on a ferry.
Ah, shut up.
That's gonna freak you out, dude. Trust me.
Great.
So you get out of one seat, and then you go up and sit in the ship for a while, and then off you go. It's totally weird, dude. It's a trip.
Wild.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk about that a little more later, but excellent. All right, so we are to Jay for number 6.
All right. If you guys are shocked by anything, it'll be this. And you're all going to ask me why this is so low. Goat Whore, Vengeful Ascension.
Ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I thought that was going to be your number one.
Goddamn ridiculous.
Well, just as a reputation alone, meaning I know I've talked this record up and I love it, but that's how much I like my top 5 right now. So
Wow.
I'm completely at a loss. I really thought that was going to be your number one.
yeah. Well,
Did Baby Metal
nobody will
put
guess
out a
that.
new album? Am I missing something?
All right. Well, my number 6, which is not as low as John's was, Fen Winter.
But you're still out of the top 5.
But I expected John to be like number 6, and I had it higher than he did.
Joke's
So
on you, brother.
I guess so.
Yeah, did you?
This is an episode of surprises.
We're all letting each other down.
Yes. All right. Well, let's go back to John for number 5.
All right. So I had not heard this band until last, I don't know, month or so. And I saw it on Jay's Bandcamp that he had bought it. And I've seen the album cover ever since it came out. And I was like, what is this? I don't want to listen. So I listened, and I was like, what the fudge am I listening to? And that's Venerum, Trance of Death.
That's a cool record, dude.
Oh, my God, is it ever?
Yeah.
Fuck. That is some good... It's not death metal. It's not prog metal. It's in between somewhere. And they just go all over the place. And it's heavy, but there's a lot of good atmospheric moments.
I have heard of this, but obviously have not listened to it enough.
Yeah, George.
It's one of those.
He's like, huh?
It's one of those browsers I found, where you're just kind of romping through, and I was like, and I don't even know what made me check it out, but yeah, I dig that too. That's a great record.
Well, when I saw you got it, I was like, okay, look, somebody. I haven't heard this from anybody. I figured Will might have listened to it, but because it has the death metal moniker, but
How you spell it?
Venenum. But man, it caught me by. It's clean as hell in terms of production.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Man.
got a cool cover. I never even heard of these guys either, so this one was out of left field.
Went back and got the first album. I was like, fuck, this is good too. So it's good, and they're, I believe, from Germany, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll look him up while I'm there. I'll be like, hey,
But
what's
George
up?
is
John
just
likes you.
I don't. I got. What is this? Band?
You weren't on my list, but John likes you. That's good enough.
And Jay too.
And Jay too, yeah.
I think what we've learned from our list so far is that outside of maybe like 3 albums,
We don't
are
listen
good-
to anything.
We have no top 5 this year or top 10. It's a top 2.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
All right, Will, number 5.
My number 5. We saw him at the Decibel Metal Beer Fest. Guesses?
Immolation.
Yes.
Wow.
Immolation Atonement. This is a slow burner for me, but man, the more I listened to this record, the more I loved it. I mean, it's just, these guys been around forever out of New York. Straight up death metal. But it's not just death metal for the sake of death metal and blast beats and how fast you can go and how guttural your vocals can go. Like, it's very intelligent, well thought out, composed death metal, and it's a great album.
Speaking of intelligent, thought out death metal, are you done? Because I'm going to go on a tangent. All right.
Oh boy.
Well, we were talking
Put on
about
Dope Smoker.
we were talking about liquid metal and how basically shitty that station is. Because you turn on liquid metal, you hear 12-Foot Ninja and whatever stupid, ridiculous shit that Jose Mangan is listening to.
Label bands only.
Yeah. With the exception of Ian Christie's stuff.
Yeah, his stuff is awesome.
His stuff
I
is
love
good.
his show.
He's about the only
Bloody Roots.
Yeah,
Bloody Roots. Yeah, he's
I
about the
love
only
his
good
show.
They
one there.
have Beyond the Pit.
Beyond the Pits.
But out of the blue, I was in the car and they just whipped out some death, lack of comprehension, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah. An extreme metal station that doesn't play death. Go figure, right?
Yeah, and it's like intelligent metal on liquid metal.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, sorry. Carry on to Jay.
Where are we at?
Number 5.
I guess I could know what I said last. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only fan of this band on here, but they're making better and better records. Kind of a funny bunch of guys, but man, their records are just top notch. Trollfest, Helluva.
Saw that coming.
It's great, dude. I love it. It took me a minute. The production's not quite up to snuff as the last 2 records, but once I really and it's because there's so much happening. This must have been an impossible record to mix. I love it, man. I can't wait till they come back on tour.
Awesome.
Had to get it in my top 5.
All right. Well, in my top 5, not in certain other people's top 5, is Goat Whore Vengeful Ascension.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm glad you liked it that much.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. Because I feel like
Do you feel peer pressure to put that in your list? Because
No, it's a
the
great-
whole
I think
band
you
fucked
realize
you
it,
off.
Dude, I love that band. Just because I didn't think it was going to be in the year end, even if it wasn't on this list.
Yeah.
See, this
But
is
it
what,
is that good.
This
It's a
is
good
what
record.
happens when you get banned from tours. Do not let this guest in tonight.
I got a phone call from Ben, and he was like, dude.
Dude, what the fuck?
And I was
together.
like, dude.
Put us
and
in
he
the
was
top
like,
5, you get
dude,
AAA
dude.
status.
And I was like,
dude.
oh,
You're like,
dude. And so there it is. Number 5, Goat Whore.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4, John.
All right. I'm pretty sure no one will have this on their list. Pretty much like most of my list.
Prog metal incoming.
Yes. Fuck you guys. 13th Sun Stardust.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice listen.
Yeah.
I
It's-
can't deny that.
There's some minor Opethia moments on it, but not enough to make it sound like it's a clone album at all. Not even close.
Isn't that a cool word? Opethian.
Yeah.
It sounds like Shakespearean.
Yeah.
But it's also totally legit. It gets used
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
You know, they are a bit of a genre unto
There's an
themselves now. so-
Opethian.
Yeah. So, it's good. I like it.
What fart from yonder asshole breaks, Opethian?
You say asshole breaks.
That's a fart. What fart from yonder asshole breaks?
Yeah, you made farting sound so.
Shakespearean.
Yeah, you did.
I think I'll do it right now myself. Okay, maybe not. Yeah.
Okay, maybe not.
Edit that out.
Number 4, Will.
By the way, I resent the fact that when I say nobody has this on the list, prog metal. Pretty soon it's gonna be
Like you are our This is what I love about the podcast. We
Yeah.
all have our strengths.
oh, I know
and
that.
our weaknesses.
Yeah. So I'm not a big prog metal guy. You are.
Despite listening to a lot of it, you don't realize it, but that's
well,
cool.
I know, but you know, I'm not a big black metal guy, but the rest of you make up
Gojira.
for that.
Yeah.
And you guys completely lack in your death metal.
That's
And I
not
bring
true.
and I bring it up.
It's not true.
I have 2 death metals so
Speaking
far.
of none of which,
I've mentioned-
I'll tell you my number 4.
Number 4.
Space Slug, Time Traveled Dilemma.
That's not even death metal.
It's,
I know,
It's
that's what I was
slug
saying.
metal.
Yeah.
It's nothing metal.
It's just
It's
spacey
stoner.
doom.
Yeah.
Stoner Space Doom.
That's cool stuff. I
So
like
this
it.
is Jay. This is my other band from Poland. And,
Okay, yeah, because I'm going to check them out.
Yeah, and this is literally like if the Doors like just put out a metal album. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, it's in the doom genre. Most
I assume they're going to go on tour with Sludge.
I also checked him out because Space Slug is a reference to
Star Wars.
That's right.
Specifically Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hard to describe because I don't want to say they have any Pink Floydian moments, but they have that kind of spacey feel.
No, exactly. No, and that's
Spacey, Doorsy feel too at the same time.
Yeah, that's what like it's the Doors,
got a
Pink
doomy
Floyd,
feel.
meet some
They're all
doom
over.
metal. Yeah, but it
Spacey Doom is the best way to describe them.
if someone described that to me, even though I like the Doors, I do like the Pink Floyd. If you described it to me like, "Hey, you're gonna love this album," I'm like, nah, but no,
You're an
I
idiot.
do. Yeah, well, I am an idiot. That
I
is-
think you
that's-
played it
not
for us
you.
in Philadelphia.
What's that?
You played it for us in
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
no, but I've been loving this album for
No,
a
that's
long
cool.
time. So
All right, I'm downloading it as we speak.
Speaking of Pink Floyd, did you know, and I did not know this, that Shine On You Crazy Diamond is about Syd Barrett?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I've known that the whole time.
Okay, well,
He was
that's
actually,
news to me.
He was actually
he
there.
actually-
Yeah,
was
I
there,
read
yeah.
that. Like he walked in and nobody knew who he was because he was all like fat and bald or
And
something.
they recognized
Oh, yeah.
him, but they sort of didn't recognize him. Then when he left, they're like, I think that was Sid.
And they never saw him again.
Never saw him again.
That is
You should look
messed
at this.
up.
Have you seen those pictures of what he did look like? Because it was rough, dude.
Yeah.
Talk
All
about
right.
a 180.
I'm gonna ask the question: Who's Sid?
What?
What?
You don't know.
Oh, that's fine. Don't
all
be
right.
too hard on him. He was
Obviously,
an
I've heard the
never.
name before.
There's a
Yes.
band called Pink Floyd.
founding member. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He is the guy that I guess you could say David Gilmour eventually replaced because he came in with when Sid was still there.
Yeah. But he
but
came in
he's
He's
sort
like
of
knowing.
Knowing
schizophrenic,
full well he was going to take over
crazy.
for him.
Yeah.
And so
he took too much acid.
Yeah, he couldn't
It's ac-
continue.
It's actually a shame that he couldn't play with David Gilmour in the band at least for a little bit to produce new music, because that would have been something.
Yeah.
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 There's only been 5 members. He's one of the original ones, so
And he's dead now.
unfortunately.
Yeah. That's a terrible story, of course, but
Thank you.
he's dead now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make
But to
you
bring
feel
up
bad.
Wish You Were Here is just an unbelievable album.
Yeah. All right. Who did what last? I'm lost.
Will.
Will was talking about
I
some
just did Space
big
Slug.
space
at
slug
number
into
4,
space.
which
Yep.
means that Jay is up next for number
Jay.
4.
Woad, Servants of the Countercosmos.
Oh, yes.
It was so good. I just love that record.
Yes.
Right on.
I'm not gonna give any more comments. I think that's been on a. Who else has mentioned that already?
I had
Wait,
it.
you just said you're not going to give any more comments.
And you
just
kept
went on.
Well, no,
commenting.
that's
That's all I
why.
got to say about
I'm not
that.
going to say anything more about this, but I really, really
Well,
like
no,
it.
because I think it's been spoken about already.
I had it, yeah, I think I'm the only
George
one.
had it. He had it
George
like
had it.
at like what 9 or something like
9,
that,
yeah.
way down the bottom of his list.
Sheesh.
So good. I love it, man. I've got
Jay,
it. Vinyl
or
is in-
John said prophetically.
Oh yeah, I thought it might be high. I honestly thought when we get into our top 5, we're gonna have more in common than our lower numbers.
Right. Well, my number 4 is Farsot. Fail Lure.
Such a good album.
Such a good
So
album.
good.
I love it.
So there you go. It's good. Listen to it. Buy
Yeah.
it. Check it out.
Yeah, I
Love it.
recommend it. Dude.
All right. Before we get into our number 3,
3, yes.
what are we drinking?
We have Divine Blasphemer
Oh,
from
that sounds
Cigar
beautiful.
City. Smoked Porter, which is a metal beer tribute to anyone?
Divine
What was it? What was it called?
Divine Blasphemer.
Divine Blasphemer.
Nah, I got
Oh,
nothing.
Slayer? I don't know. I don't know Divine Blast.
Municipal Waste Fuck Faces.
How
Not
is
a
that?
fan. All right.
How is that municipal waste?
So let's just poo-poo his answer.
Yeah.
No, really. I'm like, well, I mean, the title doesn't lead me to the band. Is there a song called that, or?
Let me read it to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God, I can't believe I'm friends with these fucking guys. Brewed with Richmond, Virginia's thrash metal kings, Municipal Waste, Divine Blasphemer combines the sacred art of brewing with waste profane attitude to create a crossover masterpiece. This porter is smoky and roasty, yet balanced and approachable, making it perfect beer for the sanity and the satanic alike. The saintly and the satanic alike.
Municipal Waste is not a satanic band.
No. Anyway, believe they have a song called.
Divine Blasphemy?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought all their songs were
I'm
about
bringing
drinking.
you metal beer.
Yeah, no, I'm cool.
And
I mean,
Dave Whitty,
there's like a
Dave
Guns
Whitty,
N' Roses
the
looking.
drummer in Municipal Waste, is by far the biggest liaison ambassador of craft beer and heavy metal.
As a musician?
I will not deny
As-
that.
yeah.
As a musician, right? Yeah.
I just didn't get the connection.
He's big time.
Cheers.
Yeah. He's, yeah.
Cheers to them
I'll
and
just
to
forget everything
to them,
all you
Cigar
guys just
City.
said.
And I'm a fan of Cigar City.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Just take all your negative vibes, shove it right
It
up
was
your ass.
not a negative vibe. I was just trying to make the connection.
They weren't so negative, I'll tell you that.
That's a good beer.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm going to do a Brewheads on that.
Thank you.
I'll email Dave and get his input.
Right on. Right on, right on. Okay, so number 3, John.
All right. They've been mentioned twice already before, so maybe we might actually have a top 5 from our top 10.
11.
11. Woad, Servants
Oh, there
of
they are.
the Counter Cosmos.
Nice.
There's just something about this.
Nice.
The only negative on this album, just one more song.
Yeah, one
all
more
it
song would
needed
be
was just
nice.
one
Yeah,
more song.
you're right. Yeah, it's almost an EP.
It's
in all honesty,
it's
but-
like Rain and Blood.
But it's just got this kind of. George said it. He's like, this has kind of got like a rock feel a little bit to it, but but it's black
There's something
metal.
interesting in every song. Sorry.
Yeah.
Especially like that Celestial Dagger, the second song, the way that kind of feedback starts and it kicks in.
That's a killer riff.
You just expect like the fucking pit to break out and everyone who's not even a
Yep.
black metal fan to start headbanging during that song.
Agreed, dude. You can picture. That was one of the things I pictured. I mean, it's just that moment.
And
you know?
every time in the car, it just fucking it maxes out my speakers every time. Will, you might actually like this album.
No, I
Have you listened to it?
Yeah, I heard it. I listened to it. It's one of those things that it was in the box.
Yeah.
And I listened to it a couple times, and I just didn't.
It didn't just grab you. Yeah.
It didn't grab me right away, but like there's a couple albums that you've all mentioned that I've heard that I've liked, but I just haven't spent time with them.
Yeah.
I haven't.
That's most of my list, actually, of stuff that you guys have
have
that
not
I haven't.
spent
I
time
just
with
haven't
it.
listened to.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, I think it's funny how we talk about albums being short, like, you know, Rain and Blood, how it was on both sides of the cassette. And it's like 29 minutes. And we're kind of spoiled now because of bands like Throssenblot and Fen that have really long albums. But back before CDs, albums were not that long. You know, it was pretty common that bands would have 4 songs on a side,
Yep.
and they were radio songs, so they were like 3 minutes each. So that's like 24 minutes as an album, and that's like no big deal.
Scary thing is this Woad album's longer than most Van Halen's first 4 albums.
And and I remember years ago. God, we've been doing this for a while. But you discounted a couple albums like, oh, it's an EP, it's only 4 songs. But like, well, what if those 4 songs are like
30 minutes.
like 30 minutes or
45
minutes long, and
Yeah,
you got
no, you're right.
You have more music than
I think
some.
that's my
full-
cutoff for EPs is 30 minutes. If it's 30 minutes or more as an EP, then I'm putting it on my
Yeah,
list. Then.
it makes sense. You're right to bring that up because I was wrong in the past. I was wrong.
You were wrong.
No way.
Yeah, I know. I admit it.
All right.
I know. You think I am perfect. I am the
I
god
do.
of metal. But no, I do have
I don't
faults.
think it.
Nobody thinks that.
I know it.
But,
All right.
Yeah.
We're on number 3.
Number 3.
This was mentioned before by Jay from Poland.
Dope Lord.
Dope Lord.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Children of the Haze.
Stoners.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you had said that
I-
you had said you listened to it a lot when it came out, so I'm glad that it stuck with you because
No,
I think it's
it
quality.
absolutely did. And I just absolutely love this album.
Awesome.
Love it.
Excellent.
Check it out.
I agree with you. It's a good album. Jay.
This one I owe to John, and it's making a lot of lists here today. But it's my favorite record that John told me about this year, and it stuck with me like the Dope Lord did. Ordos, House of the Dead.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So good.
Oh, I think we just maybe found close to our
Maybe
number 1.
one of them.
I'm
Yeah.
the dickhead that's not going to make the perfect
Don't worry,
score.
I'm a dickhead too this year. Trust
Yeah.
me, I am.
Yeah, I didn't mention Woad. You guys all mentioned Woad so far?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a bunch of threes.
Yeah, there's a whole
That's
bunch of
fine.
threes.
Hey, we can have all the 3s we want. That gets a list for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my top 3, nobody's going to have on
Hey,
my list.
Menage a Trois is better than a big gangbang anyway, right?
Hey, man.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
It's like discovering plutonium by accident. For you Seinfeld fans.
Yes. Is it me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number 3 for George. Number 3.
Number 3. I really wish people liked this album more. This is one of those albums we were talking about earlier where I was like, I looked up the reviews and everybody's like, it's a 6 or a 7. No, it's a number 3, goddammit. Mord Astigmata and Hope. Frickin' love this album. In fact, for the longest time, this was my number 1. It is a killer album. It's minimalist, I think. It's very... It's not terribly complicated. There's a lot of air in this. It's like if you put on the headphones, there's a lot of space in these songs.
Kind of like that sometimes.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. It's like it's simple but good. You know, they make the notes count. I really love that
I'll
album.
check it out.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's not the same vibe, George, but that's one thing I think about the Far Side record. I feel like there's a little space in it to move around.
Sure.
It's not overwhelming somehow sonically.
Yeah, that's true. All right. I guess we are
John,
on to
number
John
two.
number 2, yes.
Big number 2.
You had to say that. Jay,
Uh-oh.
number 2. Farsot.
Farsot.
Failure.
Yeah, awesome.
Fuck yeah. This was my number one for the longest time.
Yeah.
And it only got ousted just because of the album that I have at number one was something that caught me off guard. But
I'm at a loss to think of what your number one might
good. That's the way it's supposed to be.
I didn't know Steel Panther put out a new album.
Motherfucker had to bring him up. This came up last night.
Listen. Stone Sour's album came out in July. You can't include it.
I wouldn't include it if it was out whenever.
Cruel bastard.
Wait, quick, get Blabbermouth and ask Corey Taylor what he thinks about this podcast.
It's going to say podcasts.
Yeah.
Then you say something like that about Stone Sour.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
It's worth the future of rock, so be it.
It tastes like a stout. Sounds like a podcast.
Look, I don't have any issue with him personally or his music. I just don't like his music. But God, I'm fucking seeing him in my fucking Twitter feed on my tweet deck constantly every day because I have Blabbermouth included. The People magazine of metal.
Yeah.
He's overly quoted, that guy.
Anyway, back to the Far Side. It's just there's something about that album, and they end the album.
Something about you, and
They end the album with an instrumental, but the instrumental is really cool. So
Where are they from?
I believe they are from Germany.
I
I think,
think you
Hold
might
on.
be right.
I got the Google machine. Keep talking amongst yourselves.
and they're considered black metal, but again, and I wouldn't call them progressive black metal like Enslaved. They're different.
They're a little not a little
They're
avant-garde,
not.
but
They're just
different.
different. The pieces are extended out a little bit, but the production I thought of this album was very good.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, they're from.
So-
they are German.
Germany's kind of kicking up the notch too with the black and death metal right now.
I've always been a big fan of German metal ever since the 80s when
Right, but German metal used to always be kind of power,
yeah,
Judas Priest influence type
and
metal.
Running Wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Accept,
Yeah.
Halloween, but they're venturing out a little more now, which I like better. They were big in the prog metal scene in the 90s, huge. Like Jay and I have a band from Germany we like a lot in prog metal, Vandenplas.
Yeah.
Oh, I like those guys.
Yeah,
I started reading the Damn the Machine, the Story of Noise records.
yeah.
And it's interesting. I've read the beginning of the book is very off topic. It's all about how the guy who started Noise was basically a terrorist. He was a German political terrorist. Spent a year and a half in jail. And then he got out and started like doing these punk things, the political punk stuff, and eventually punk stopped selling, and so he moved on to metal. That's where I am right now. So
Setting aside their early history, is it crazy how many bands come from that label?
you know, I hadn't really realized it. Although I will say, in the '80s,
Yeah.
if it had Noise on it, I bought it.
Isn't that crazy?
Because it was
Yeah,
like
me too.
Voivod, Running Wild, Creator, whatever. You know,
Yeah.
it was like anything that was on Noise was gold as far as I was concerned. And so, yeah.
I have I have been meaning to say too. I have a gripe though with the Creator reissues, which was they did that thing they sometimes do where they fuck with the cover just a little bit by putting a frame around it or whatever like
yeah.
that.
I
Just
hate the
one-
fucking frame. I hate it.
It's so stupid, dude. It's the dumbest thing about those reissues.
Are you talking about it on LPs because you want to frame them, or
No, they put a little
No,
border
they-
frame around the
Original.
Well,
artwork.
original artwork.
It
No,
encroaches upon the artwork.
no? So it actually covers it up, or shrinks it and puts a frame around it.
No, they put a frame like the Atheist
I think
reissues. Remember
they
Atheist
shrink
did that?
Yeah, and
It was like, what
Sentence
the
did that too.
fuck?
That's such a stupid thing to do. You know.
It's probably some sort of legal thing that they need to do to show you that it's
It
a
might-
reissue.
Who knows? Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
It might be. Yeah, it might be.
They changed the color just enough to make it slightly different. And,
Yeah.
Will, what do you got for us?
Number two,
Number two.
Number 10.
Number two. Number two.
Dose.
I gotta take a deuce.
Oh,
Ex Dio, The Immortal Wars.
yes. I love that album.
Dude,
It's a good album.
I forgot about that.
I am a.
You got me into
I
that.
said this before. Yeah, I'm a sucker for historical stuff, especially the Roman Empire.
They throw the elephants in there a little bit in one of the songs.
Yeah,
I actually like
it's
that
the
album a
whole
lot.
concept album about Hannibal, and it's the guys from Cataclysm. Is one of the guys from Cataclysm.
Cataclysm, yeah.
from Canada, and he's just apparently this was a dead side project for him, and then brought it back, and holy shit, it's good. And it's not. I will say this is not the typical metal that I listen to. This is like very symphonic, death.
It's symphonic, but not the symphonic gothic side.
It's a little more like Flesh God-ish.
More,
Yes.
yeah.
It
Which
reminds
is
me a lot
funny.
of Flesh God, yeah.
I was going to say the same thing, George, and the cover is kind of like the last Flesh God Apocalypse too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it reminds me of them.
Yeah, so I did not, and maybe it's a historical aspect of it because I've read quite a few books about the ancient Roman Empire, especially Crossing the Rubicon, which is a fantastic book.
And I believe the story is about Hannibal, right?
Yeah, it's about Hannibal.
Yeah. Which is an awesome story to begin with.
Yeah, so, but there is just something, whether it's the production of it, the way the songs flow, all the interludes, the elephants.
Love it.
Trumpeting, like, oh, God.
Production. And, it's not a super long album, but it's just enough to get
And
the
it's
story
still-
across.
But it's still epic. It's epic in the
No,
right
it is.
genre.
It is
Yeah.
epic, and I'm assuming you love it so much, John, that it's not even going to be on your honorable mentions.
No, it's great. I was just going to say it to you. It's one of those albums that I still need to give more time to see if I really want it to fall in my top albums.
No, and I get it because I've heard you guys
And I don't want
name numerous albums.
I mean,
and I'm like,
I've liked them for a long time, but it just wasn't on my radar. I mean, I dig it. I really do.
yeah.
And I knew
the
this
last
would come
couple
up.
albums.
Yeah.
I knew it would come up. You're like, well, you like it so much. Why isn't it on any of your lists? It's just
There's
one
a
of those
lot of-
ones that I'm reserving judgment on still.
No, I get it
because it's gonna fall on my list at some point.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, number 2.
I wanted to believe this might be visible to others, and I don't think it is. But Sergei gives me every Ukrainian thing that comes down the
Oh,
pike.
yeah.
Oh, I know you're
No,
going to
that's not
say.
true. He doesn't. But this is still brilliant. This record.
So
like
explain who Sergei is.
I'm sorry. Sergei being the bass player of Catatonic Society.
Your
and
band.
we give each other music, and we probably both like 50% of what the other guy gives them. This is one where he knocked it out of the park. Nocturnal Mortem,
Yep.
Verity.
Nice.
Yes, that is a great album. And I really considered just like knocking some shit around to put this on my list. But
But you didn't.
I didn't just because I was tired of moving my list around. It's just so hard. But it will definitely be on my year-end list.
No, and that's the math I'm doing too. I mean, when we got 20, some of these things that I really wanted to put on can go on, but this one was top notch. It almost was number one, but my number one was just so close to my heart. So yeah, but I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's like Behemoth meets Moon Sorrow or something with all whatever. I'll leave it at that. I think people would dig it if you're into
It
that
is
kind of stuff.
so cool. Yeah, definitely.
And you're number 2.
My number
George.
2 battled it out with all of my top 3 could have been number 1. I mean, like I said, Morta Stigmata was one at one point. My number 2, Knittinger, the high heat licks against heaven.
I wonder where that was going to pop up.
Knittinger or Nidinger.
I think it's the
Who
Dinker.
knows? Yeah.
I don't know how it's pronounced. Knittinger or Nidinger. I like to say Nidinger.
You were
It's-
really big on them when you told me about them.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great album.
You were like, you got to get on this shit.
I liked it.
Straight up black metal, but like good.
Yeah.
I mean, not the black metal's bad, but I mean, it's really good. So
I'm still. The cover so much calls to mind of that Psychroptic cover to me, which is
And
not a
Amorphous.
comment, a negative comment, but it's just it's like a mix between those two covers.
it's like a Scandinavian type of art.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We're going to take a quick break before number 1. All right. We are back. Before we do our number 1, we're going to talk about our beer that we will be drinking before number 1, except for Jay.
So,
Jay, do you have a beer yet?
I'm sorry.
It's like
just
1:30 in the
like 1:30
afternoon.
in the
Come on.
afternoon.
Jesus, we were drinking at 1:30 here.
I know.
We're drinking at noon.
Yeah.
I have a chance to still be productive with this day.
Oh, we're being productive, trust
Yeah.
me.
No, yeah, you are.
All right, so,
Joy Theory,
yes, no, I'm trying to read the label because...
Love of the Damned.
Yes, but if you look at the label, it's kind of got a little bit of a metal-ish feel in terms of hard to read, but it's called Love of the Damned. It's an old ale, like Will said, a Droid Theory, and I believe it's Ghost 429, if I'm not mistaken. If you were in this area, you know what that means. That's the way they label the beers. Old ale, I've not had this before. Have you guys?
No.
I don't know if I have, and I've had a lot of a Droid.
A Droid Theory basically is like Ocelot in the sense that you can have a beer once and never have it again because they just keep making new beers.
stuff.
Although Ocelot's a little better, I think, about redoing some of their beers, which I'm very happy for because some of their IPAs are outstanding. But I suggested this beer today because I believe we will see them at Decibel Fest 2.
Yes.
From what we understand.
Oh, you will. I won't.
Well, I know Will and I are going. Jay, you got a free weekend at the beginning of April? Come on down, brother.
You know what?
It's
if we started to plan it now, I could.
Come on down.
Just stay until Death Fest.
Don't, man.
I would like very much to have been part of that one this year, and that would be a great excuse to come out there.
We're still.
I'm not going to be there because my wife's birthday is on the first day.
First day
Although
of
she,
what?
she's telling me, oh, well, you can still go. I'm like,
All right,
that's
look.
like the go
No.
ahead and do it and see what happens.
So
Yeah.
so this is
So guess what happens? 10 more years of marriage. Who fucking cares?
So
No,
we're gonna try to work
I
it
don't-
out so that George is still a hero and still gets to go to the festival.
yeah,
and
we'll
not
see.
a zero.
We'll
Yeah.
see what
Well,
happens.
we're working
I don't
on
know.
it.
I mean,
Well, you come up and you celebrate a birthday there, and then you come to the show the next day.
yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll get it
I
figured
don't know.
out.
We'll see. I mean,
You got a lot of time.
she's-
You got a lot of
you
Jay,
know,
it's going to cost George a shit ton of money to do this.
Sure. Yeah,
you know,
I think so.
You know,
In the
we-
form of a
Ah,
diamond.
Hershey calling her name.
yeah. Well, we make jokes about wives and stuff, and she is really
Yeah.
totally behind this podcast. Very, very, very
Supportive.
very supportive of all this stuff that we do. So, don't if I'm not there because of her birthday, it's because I have decided.
Dude, birthdays are a whole different beast. We're just trying to work around
Yeah,
to make it.
it's
yes,
because
but-
you've decided I take too much.
It's like I can't skip her birthday for this because
Okay. Well, we're
So
Nevertheless,
it definitely
we got
would
about
not be her fault. It would
But
be
Jay,
mine.
if it's something you think about, I know Will and I are definitely down to go. And hope
Honestly,
I'm going.
we're going.
I'm
So-
putting it on my calendar now because, as you
I'm
know,
wearing the
vodka
shirt.
is not my future, so I'll need to replace it.
I'm, and if you're not working that one, that would be just a shitstorm for us.
Yeah.
It was a shitstorm
I don't
already.
think Atlas will be there this year. However,
Metalheads
Metalheads podcast will be. It'll actually be easier. to
all we
actually
need
get
to make
interviews.
sure is that we have our wristbands again, so we can go see whatever guest is showing up in the upstairs room.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Which was awesome. Anyway.
Number ones.
Number one, John.
You seem so disappointed by your number
Not
one.
at all. I'm trying to think of how to best describe this album real quick without taking too much time. So
You just say
I got this one from George,
Ooh, hey.
and
Avant-garde folk metal.
partially,
Blackish.
you got the metal part right.
It better be metal.
So
It's for me, so it could be whatever.
So I will say this: they're a local band. And I don't
Oh,
have
wow.
I don't have too many local bands on my
Wow, I
list.
know who it is.
But these guys, I've heard them before, and I was reacquainted with them.
I did not realize that
They
you did
have-
not let on that you were this into this.
That's why they're my number one.
Wow.
I kept the secret. If you are a fan of Death or Cynic, you would like these guys. The lead singer, Max Phelps, plays with Death to All. He's their singer right now. It's the band Exist. And the album is called So True, So Bound. It is off the fucking charts awesome.
It really is.
It's a combination. I would say it's a modern day Cynic almost.
Yeah.
It's got the fusion jazz prog metal thing going, but it's fucking death metal on top of that.
What's the name of the album?
All right.
The album is called So True, So Bound.
I'm buying it because it's your number one.
And it has that traditional fusion guitar sound, that strum that's very distinctive. His vocals are so good. He sounds like Chuck in certain parts. He
Yeah.
really does.
Yeah.
And I can see why he came on after. I think Matt Harvey was there for a while, wasn't he, with Death Doll for a little bit?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I think he was
so.
for a
I thought
little
he
bit.
was.
I thought he was.
I think it was. If he was, I don't know.
I think he
'cause
was
there
in between. I think he was there for a
because it
little
was
bit.
the. I don't know his name, but the guy from Cynic. And the first
Yeah,
time around,
Paul was there originally.
yeah, the first time around, it was not very good.
But I thought
Second
Grissom
time
came
around-
about because of,
Matt Harvey was
Yeah.
with them for a little bit. I think he
maybe,
wasn't long
yeah.
though. But now Max Phelps is singing. He's just outstanding.
Yeah, so Max
Max is
Phelps,
outstanding.
The first time around, the Death to All tribute to Death, when he came around, I have to say it was not very good. Second time around,
They've gotten much better.
way better.
And if anyone is,
but I think no, it's not a detriment to Max. I think it's a holy crap, Chuck was that good.
Yeah.
That Max could not play.
But he's a kid, too. He's young.
Max
so.
could not play like Chuck
Or
could
younger.
play. Chuck Schuldiner, the lead singer of Death, who died. He
sounds so
we're all
good.
talking about. But Max could not play and sing like Chuck could play and sing. Chuck was that fucking good.
Is that good?
Yeah, yeah.
But I will say, Matt Harvey, holy crap. Matt Harvey is amazing.
Expulsion, hello.
Yeah. He's only been around for a
No,
while.
but I mean, it's almost like Chuck never died.
Yeah,
It's like the reincarnation.
The thing that's nice about Death to All is that they're all former Death musicians. They've all played
Yeah.
with them at some point. And this is not the Dio thing. There's no squabbling over which
Yeah.
band is the true Dio tribute
Right.
band. These guys, they interchange musicians.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
Like Steve DiGiorgio's on there. And
and there's no issue then, at least doesn't seem like it. But anyway, if you like all that, you like Old Cynic from the first album, which is
Yes.
going back, you like Death,
Fuck us.
give these guys a spin, man. And they're local. I'd love to get them on some point.
Yeah,
I'd
no,
love
that would be very
and
cool.
it's not just Max.
They local, they Baltimore?
They're Baltimore, yeah.
Okay.
The other guitarists and bassists are phenomenal players. They're excellent players. So there's a reason why I didn't say a word about that album after you mentioned it to me. I was like,
I am fired up by your excitement.
yes.
And I'm the one that told you about
yes.
it.
And then I said, oh, I know these guys. I've listened to them a couple years back. I
Yeah.
just forgot about them.
Yeah.
Oh, and a throw out to my friend Jeff, who I think you've met.
Yeah.
He saw them with Gorguts. Literally, as the first song, he's like, "Who the fuck is this band exist?" And the rest of the time they played, I was just one text. These guys are fucking amazing. He ended up talking to them afterwards and loving them, and so
Nice.
it's good to hear that somebody who'd never heard them actually liked them that much. So,
All right.
all right, exist, do it.
Will.
My number one. Jay was wrong. George was right. After
Yeah.
being wrong the first time. Creator. Gods of Violence.
It's pretty
And-
great. It is really good.
And I have to say that when this first came out, I was a little hesitant because I hold...
You didn't like Satan is Real.
Yeah. I just felt it was a little campy and stuff, but...
Oh, I like that song. I think that's actually a pretty good song.
No,
is.
I do, but there's parts of it I thought it was campy, and I still kind of do. But if you look at the whole body, and that was the first single and everything, that's where my frame of reference was for the new album. But when you look at the whole body of this album, it's an absolutely amazing album, and it's going to take a lot to knock this off my number
This
one.
was on my list originally, and
Me too. Yep.
I knocked it off mostly because
You guys suck.
it
Yep.
was such a big band.
Thank you.
You know,
I know we had this discussion, and
We did.
this is where you and I agree with. I can see where you're coming from, but I disagree with you.
if it was like Creator did an album that was like of Throssenblatt type, like it was just like, wow, this is like so different from Creator and so awesome. I
But
would
you don't
totally
want Creator to be different. Creator's awesome.
No, Creator is awesome. It's just
Yeah,
like I said,
they're a
it was
huge
on
band.
my list, and I just kept moving it down because I'm like, I like this newer band, and it's a lame excuse. It really is, and
It
I
is.
admit that.
It's a terrible fucking excuse to make yourself feel more important by advertising a smaller band.
It's not making
And
me
go
feel
with the
more important.
merits
It's
of a
me
great band.
wanting to cover bands that need the coverage more. I was like, Creator is not
But
going to benefit
don't-
from me talking about.
No, they're not. But if you think it's a great album, you list it.
I do, but again, I like it, but I like it like I like Metallica, and I didn't like them either. You know,
They're so mad they're getting naked.
It's like
Creator-
I like Ocelot like I like Budweiser.
I like Creator,
That
but
would
they
be
are
fucked
an
up,
institution. They really are, and so
Good
it
institution
is.
that
I like
doesn't
it.
Suck.
It doesn't suck.
So you watch, it's going to be his number one for the year end.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, my number one is come here, Will.
Like, hold on, it's taking a little longer than I thought.
Wow, that's deeper than I.
It was a tough decision. It really was, but.
Yeah.
All right. Watch is going to name Creator in the mid-year.
Hey, well, I'm going to see them at Vakken, so
Yeah.
it could totally change my point of view.
I agree. I see where you're coming from. If we could talk about what
It's a technicality, is
Yeah.
what it is. It's a
Yeah,
technicality.
it's a weird technicality, just like this last huge, long discussion we had that's going to be cut from this, and you guys will never hear. However, I see where you're coming from, but you're wrong.
I
like that. This is starting to feel like couples therapy. I hear what you're communicating.
No, and I do not disagree with what you're saying. I understand that I'm making a choice based on the way I feel about something, but I agree it is an insanely credible album.
I feel like either Jay or I have to be Bob Eubanks right now.
I'm going to say, I'm going to just summarize what George said and just tell you it was almost on my list.
All right. Go, Jay.
It is. It's good.
Without
like
getting
it.
yelled at.
So hold on. So I'm done. Before we go to Jay, what are we drinking? John, you brought this.
Did we
We
did
already
we
talked
did this
about it.
already.
All right, Jay.
Loving the damn Detroit.
I
Hold
don't know
off.
if you're recording at this point. Anyway, go.
We've been recording the whole time.
In keeping with, there's almost no chance that any of us has the same number one.
Yes.
Mine is one that people probably, I don't know who know. I know George knows.
Oh, I know what it is.
Clicked.
Yeah.
I do. I think.
Who guessed that?
Will.
Who just said?
I don't want to say it, but I think I know.
Say it. I just said it.
Will just guessed it. How'd you know, Will?
Which-
Slate. Slaegt.
Yeah, he
Thomas
just guessed
Mysterian.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it.
I love it. It's like, and this is not why I like it, but it's sort of like Cretus, but with a death vocal. And it's just, I'm completely engaged by this whole record from start to finish.
We need a new
Not
Kratos
surprised that
record.
somebody else is like right in my wheelhouse. I just love this thing. How did you know that, Will? How did you guess that?
Because you've talked about it before and how much you loved it. I mean, like, it's not fucking rocket science.
I don't even know if I have that. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know if I've listened to it or not.
Oh man, I have so much to listen to in the
Yeah.
next couple of weeks.
That's the best
I
part of
honestly
these lists.
think it will. I think you guys will. I think you'll love the shit out of it. It's great.
Cool.
We've had a
exemplary.
4-way going for like months now. And you talked about it incessantly.
Okay.
I remember Jay talking about it, but I still don't know if I've listened to it much.
I haven't listened to it. I have to admit,
I
I
honestly
haven't, but I
thought I
will.
only talked to George
will.
about it, but it's right up. It's right up. I'm convinced all three of you will think very highly of it if you haven't listened to it.
I don't think very highly of it then.
It was in the box, right?
I don't know. Is it?
It was in the box. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was in the box.
That's
Damn.
the only way. No, I've heard it because it was in the box.
Sorry, I'm like,
I think we're going under the. I think we're under the underpass right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
under the bridge downtown.
Oh boy.
No, I'm
All right, one of us is going to have
like
to take over the podcast going forward.
George.
Yes,
Go, Jay.
It doesn't bother me at all that I might be turning you guys on to this and that nobody else had it.
Hey,
but
you know
I
what?
know
You
you'll
always
like
turn me on.
Yeah, this
I
is
didn't mean to turn you on.
Guilty as
George,
charged.
number one.
George, hurry up.
Does anybody have a guess?
No.
I don't know. Did Throssenblatt put out a new album?
Throssin sausage.
Throstin sausage.
No, I don't know, George. I can't even imagine.
Number
what it is.
one, Tombs, The Grand Annihilation.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a shocker.
Yeah, isn't it?
I mean, is it good?
It's good. I liked it.
Yeah. I need more time with this one.
Same here. Same here.
I while this is my number one and I love it to death, I can't guarantee it's going to be there at the end of the year.
I feel that way 2 through 11. I think
Yeah.
it Exist has a chance for me.
Yeah.
But I think this has been our thing. A lot of number twos.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Agreed. No, I think my list is highly debatable for the rest of the year, but well, there it is. A good list. You guys all gave me some new stuff to listen to, but we also had a lot of common ground there too.
Yeah.
yeah, I actually think we do have a top 5 from our top 11.
Can we do some honorable mentions and or dishonorable disappointments?
Yes, we
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Run through them
Start with
quick.
John.
You want me to go? All right, here we go.
Yeah.
All in order. If I
Wait,
don't,
these are in order of this would be
Alphabetically.
alphabetical.
can. Mine are alphabetical too.
And trust me, I don't think I actually put XDO on here. I still like that album a lot. There's a lot I didn't include that I like. I'm not sucking them off. Trust me.
Yeah, he has to because I got to drive him home.
Yeah, that's at what, mile marker 22. All right, all in order. Just because I've listened to these the most. Archivist, Construct. It's pretty good, I think. An album I need to listen to more that's gotten a lot of traction across the board from a lot of sites. Arian, The Source. I don't know if you guys probably haven't listened to it. My guess is you haven't.
I actually
I
did.
am familiar, but I have not listened.
It's the typical prog space opera stuff, but it's actually very good. This one Will just went on and on and on and fucking on and on about. So I gave it a listen. It's good. Bereft lands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
pretty good.
It's good. I
It's an
mentioned
EP though. It's
No,
It's an EP. It's a 4-song.
Yeah, but it's like 40 minutes, though,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. So it's in that category that we
I was
talked
surprised you didn't put that on your
Yeah,
list.
I actually was surprised too because you really were like you were
there's-
texting or tweeting the band and
There's
everything.
room.
Yeah, I love
There's
these guys.
room.
I want to get naked with them.
Who says I didn't?
That's just a good point. XIXI made my list for honorable mentions. A Flourishing Scourge made my list. The Fell Warden made
Phil
my
Warden,
list.
yeah.
Hairtois Circle, November's Doom.
Hairtwat?
Hairtois. This Hairtois, nice. That's funny. November's Doom, Mardia, Persephone. Their album.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised that
Anathema,
didn't-
I think it's called. It's good. It's a lot to take in. It's 60 minutes of just nonstop. And then an album that I thought you guys might get into, but I never heard from anybody about it, but that's cool. It's their kind of spacey doom, Space Witch,
Yeah.
Arcanum.
Right on.
So
Will.
Somewhat lengthy honorable mentions list, and some of them are EPs. So I saved the EPs for the last 3, but in no real particular order, Azeroth and Extremist. These guys remind me a lot of Nile. There's the other band that I had, I think at number 9, Hideous Divinity. They remind me a lot of Nile, and so I fucking love Nile. But anyway, Azeroth, Full of Hell, Trumpeting Ecstasy. This album rips into you. So it's a grindcore style album. They're local to the Baltimore, D.C. area, Pennsylvania. But I just need more time with it. Goat Whore, Vengeful Ascension. Like
How did that not make your list?
I know, but I did not spend enough time. I can almost guarantee you this will be on my year-end list, and it may be really high on my year-end list. I just needed more time with it, and there was just if you look at my list, most of my list is built in stuff in like January, February, because the rest of my year has been crazy fucking busy as hell.
A Flourishing Scourge is that way for me. I love that album. I just need way more time
Yeah.
to put it in a place.
I need more time. Overkill, the Grinding Wheel. The more I listen to it, I actually really love this album. But I need more time with it. Weirdly enough, I'm probably completely alone in this. But Danzig, Black Linen Crown. If you listen to this,
Crickets.
But if you listen to this album compared to the last few, it aside from the production that fucking blows on this album, like there's some really good solid songs on this that harken back to like the first like 4 Danzig albums in my opinion.
Actually, I have to interrupt you, Will, and tell you that literally my disappointments list has 3 records on it, and that's one of my exact words were going to be, there's some really good songs here, but the production is so bad.
Yeah, but I guess I just look at the other way is like there's good songs on it. I can see past the production, but like there's potential there. Like it's not like songs
it could have been a great record.
Right. It's not like the songs totally suck.
No.
Some of the songs are good, but the production is bad, and his voice is not what it used to be. But I guess
here's the thing.
I guess
I have to say-
I'm harkening back to my high school years. And I'm like, wow, like this could have been good.
Yep. But here's my problem with the production. Why I personally find it somewhat unlistenable, is it sounds like you're listening to, like on one side of your room is a boom box playing the music, and on the other side of your room is a boom box playing the voice. They sound completely separated somehow. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's like
You
a
put them
bad
so far out
karaoke
the front.
sometimes.
Yeah, and it's completely dry. He didn't put any reverb on the vocals. Other than that, it could have delivered. He could have delivered with this record.
Yeah, and I
That's too
feel as
bad.
though his vocals change from song to song.
Yeah.
As in, some songs is like, wow, like are you hungover right now, or like?
Well, he recorded it over the course of a year. He literally may have sang one in January, one in February. Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, Danzig. Keep going. My honorable mention. I'm going to go through it quickly. Suffocation of the Dark Light. The more I listen to it, the more I like it. I was actually disappointed with this album when it first came out because I just felt it was very kind of like what I felt with the Decapitated album. Just kind of sounded kind of a little corporate, a little too polished, a little too produced. The more I listen to it, the more I do like it. But Yeah, I want it to be better. God to Throne, The World Ablaze. It's a great album. However, if you look at some of their past albums were way, way better. I think this is an Irish band, Scathne Dieth. Yep. Pledge Nothing But Flesh. I think this could make my year-end list, and even though it's like sort of black metalish, but man, it's good. And I just need more time with it. Our Penance, Cast the First Stone, Tech Death. I really like this album. Just I need more time with it. John Frum, Stirring of the Noose. Like this one. John Frum is like a cargo cult thing of the South Pacific Islands.
Dillinger.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of Dillinger whatsoever. In fact, I can't even stand that band. But John Frum, I kind of like. Bereft Lands. I really, really like Bereft. I really like this album, but this suffers from the same thing I said about the Nailed to Obscurity, that some of the clean singing just is just not that good. But this, if you take this, it's kind of an EP. It's 4 songs, but it's very long. If you take this EP and take out those harsh vocals, holy shit, it's a very, very good fucking record. Excommunion, Thranosis, slow-paced death metal band, but it's an EP. And then, last but not least, because it's an EP, Bantha Rider, self-titled stoner doom metal band inspired by Star Wars, instrumental, and I fucking love it. And if it wasn't an EP, that would be on my list. And I may just break all kinds of rules and put on my year-end list anyway.
I'm gonna have to ask. Do they have a song called Utini?
Yeah!
Go on. I'm at the Utini guy. Just anytime. Utini.
All right, Jay.
Honorable mentions, all of these sort of, well, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, almost worked their way onto my list and then fell off. Vampire with Primeval Force is a really
like
cool kind of, yeah, it's good. It's good. He sounds like...
you told me about that one.
He sounds like old school Tom Warrior to me when he sings that guy in places. Mutoid Man, War Moans. Unfortunately, I didn't think this was as good as their last one. So it was pretty good. Worm Witch, Strike Mortal Soil, which is somewhat actually similar to the Vampire record. Creator, Gods of Violence. Royal Thunder, who everybody talks about from Atlanta. Honestly, their new record is great. It's more hard rock than metal.
Yeah.
I have to give a huge shout out to...
Is that like a Frosted Flakes? Great!
Great. I have to give a shout out to both the Creator and Celtic Frost reissues. Those both kind of made my year. Those came out such nice packages, minus the covers on the other thing. And I do want to mention disappointments because these all disappointed me. The Danzig, as mentioned, with the production. The Pallbearer, I just couldn't get into. I don't know why everybody's saying
nobody
that's the
mentioned
greatest
that.
record
I
ever.
forgot my disappointments. We'll do them later, but yeah, good, keep going.
I don't know why everybody is talking so highly about that one. And this is the first Mastodon record I couldn't even make it through. I did not. I tried several times and I could not get into that Mastodon.
Well, I'll just say my 2 disappointments right now is Mastodon. Well, I shouldn't say Mastodon's not a disappointment. They've disappointed me for a long time, but this record's terrible. The Pallbearer disappointed me. I will say this: when I saw them live at the Rock and Roll Hotel in DC, when they played the new songs live, they sounded great.
Okay.
I think it's part of its guitar tones and production.
But I also think the songs just aren't as engaging or something. I don't know what it is.
But when you see them playing live, mixed in with the live set of their old stuff, it's awesome.
Okay,
I will
cool.
say that. No, but absolutely love Foundation's Burden and the new album,
I even
Heartless.
like
Heartless
EP.
was just not. Yeah, but this was not my thing.
Yeah, just didn't hold me for some reason.
Yeah. All right. I've got a pretty lengthy list of honorable mentions. First up, Karak, Anger and Dance and Laugh Amongst the Rotten. Very cool album, but I just couldn't figure out what to do with that. Next up, Greg is shaking his head about this one, that it wasn't on my list. Duel, Here, Now, There, Then. One of my favorite albums of the year, it really is. But it was more of a hard rock album, and so I left it off the list.
The DOL with the
DOOL,
horse
yeah.
thing on the
There's like a
cover.
horse, yeah. It's a great album, but like Royal Thunder, it's more of a rock album, so I left it off in favor of metal albums.
Why would you do that on the Metalheads podcast?
Gee, I don't know.
Guess he's a dick.
Yeah.
Don't you know it?
Sorry.
Next up, Evocation, The Shadow Archetype. It was a great album, but didn't make the cut. Falls of Rhoros, Vigilance, Perennial. Another one that, if the vocals were a little better, the vocals kind of grind on me. I love the music, but vocals not so much. Creator Gods of Violence. We've already talked
You need
about
to revisit that.
Locust Leaves, A Subtler Kind of Light. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, George.
This is the one that was my number 11 that got knocked off. This was Loss and Horizonless. I was surprised we didn't hear any more about that. Another one, Lying Figures and The Abstract Escape. That's a Death Doom band. Really good stuff. Nocturnal Mortem, Verity. Norska, Too Many Winters. A very good album. Probably might make the year-end list. We'll see.
The production, that's another one, George, that you got to be careful what you listen to it on.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound so good under some circumstances for some reason.
Yeah, I listened to it with headphones, so that's all I've heard it on.
Okay.
November's Doom, Hamartia, Obituaries, self-titled album. I was surprised that was not on Will's list, but there you go. Pilorian, Obsidian Arc, another one that I was surprised did not make any lists.
I liked it. I need even more listens with it.
Yeah. Shores of Null, Black Drapes for Tomorrow. And finally, another one from Jay, Vampire with Primeval Force. Those are our honorable mentions. And before we move on, we got a list from Mark, a.k.a.
Yes.
Spotify Mark. I would
The franchise.
The franchise.
Go on.
I want to read you his list from 11 down to 1. Number 11, Tombs, The Grand Annihilation.
Nice.
Need to spend more time with it, but first few times through, another solid effort. I agree with you there, Mark.
Yeah, me too.
Number 10, one that I'm surprised was not on a list, but and actually it should have been at least on my honorable mentions. Ripless Seer, Do Not Deviate.
It's a
You
good
guys
album.
talked about that a lot.
Yeah, it's
in an earlier podcast.
Evan from Wilderun.
Yeah, Evan from Wilderun. He describes it as insane tech death, and it really is. It's a good album.
It's good.
His number 9, Goat Whore, Vengeful Ascension.
Wow.
Pretty straightforward, but heavy and loud, and I can't disagree with that, rather. His number 8, and this surprised me and pleased me, Duskmorn of Shadow and Flame. He says, while I wait for Throssenblot to make another album, this will hold me over.
What's it called?
I like his descriptions.
Duskmorn.
Duskmore.
Mourn. It was in I think I had it in the new releases. It's a good album.
You know, he's got his descriptions are short, but they're really to the point. I like
Yes.
them.
Yeah, they're kind of he's getting the point
He's
across
nailing
here.
it. He's nailing it.
He's got 3 kids. He's got to
get to the point. Got to move on. Got another kid to
Well,
talk to.
I also like that his list has some stuff that's not on ours.
I know.
So, number 7, Dying Fetus, wrong one to
I
fuck
was
with.
surprised no one had that.
Me too. A lot of people are talking about it.
He says, heavy and brutal. Dig it.
There you go.
Number 6, I don't even know this one, so kudos to Mark for finding something I didn't know, called Contaminated, and the album's called Final Man, and he just says in all caps, Swedish Death. So I'll have to check that out. His number 5 is Witch Vomit, Poisoned Blood.
I listened to that. That's pretty good.
He says, cool twist on modern death metal. Number 4, another man after my own heart, A Flourishing Scourge, self-titled.
Yes.
He said, great to see a past guest of the show continuing to put out killer records. Number 3, this one hurts a little, but, everybody's got their own styles.
Stone Sour.
No. Code Orange Forever. He says this is
But it's making a lot of lists.
Ton
it
of
is.
lists. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
He says this is my hardcore metal album of the year. I'm just not a big hardcore fan.
Yeah.
That's what I was bitching about on the Metal Hammer list.
I eat the shit out of those.
He's pointing at Will's, yeah.
His dick, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, this one surprised me. Mind Maze, Resolve.
All right.
Female-fronted power metal. I don't know if they're popular or what, but this album sticks with me. I pump my fist to it, and so should you. Now, I only know them because they're friends with another local band that I'm not real big on anymore, and so I've heard of them because of this band, but I also don't listen to them because of this
I would
band.
call them a prog power band, and I say that with respect, John. I just they're that kind of, they get mentioned in all those.
Yeah.
I'm not a power metal fan, so that's okay, Jay.
Yeah, well,
And number one, I'm sorry to have dissed it earlier, but his number one is Elder, Reflections of a Floating World.
You're right.
Mark.
Boy, you are
Sorry,
a
Mark.
dick.
He says,
Asshole, George.
It's going to take a lot for something else to knock this out of this spot. This is going to be on every list, but I don't care. It's that good. I don't think it was on any of our lists.
Well, no, he's right, though.
Sorry, Mark.
I'm sitting on a boatload of online lists, and it's showing
Oh,
up.
it is. It
It's
really
just-
is.
It's everywhere.
And it's not a bad album. It's a
It's
good
just
album.
not on ours.
I couldn't hold my attention. You
Yeah.
know me, I bitch about long albums.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it just didn't grab me.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you, Mark, and we'll put that up on the site with all the rest.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I last saw Mark at the Paul Bear Inner Arma show.
I couldn't make that, yeah.
Oh God, Inner Arma just.
I was
stole
out of
the
town,
night.
I think.
So awesome.
So
So good
be-
to see Mark.
So before we cut, just real quick, is there anything anyone's looking forward to? Without going into any great detail.
Album-wise?
Enslaved.
Yeah.
Enslaved for sure, yeah.
Paradise Lost.
Monster
Yeah.
Magnet has a record coming out. You know, I love them. Looking forward to the new Monster Magnet. Somebody else just wrapped something up too.
There's
I
a
don't remember
lot
who
of
it
stuff
was.
coming out. I really feel like September is going to be a very good month.
It's.
Yeah.
I know this is an album George and I are waiting for patiently. The Fiora album.
Yes, yes.
Waiting patiently.
Exactly. So,
December.
for at least-
December.
For a couple of us, the Mercure has a record coming out. I'll be
Yeah,
interested to
that's
see what
coming out
happens
soon.
there.
yeah, I like the single she put out. So,
Wolves in the Throne Room. I'm
Wolves in
looking
the
forward to
Throne
that.
Room. Yeah, there's just a lot
the
of
way-
good stuff coming.
Did you guys know With the Dead have a new album coming out?
No, I did not.
I just found out today. Kind of psyched.
That's the first thing you guys
Lee
have mentioned
Dorian
that
from
I'm
Cathedral.
excited about.
Yeah. What's that?
That's the first thing you guys have mentioned that I may be excited about.
Oh, dude, you should be excited about everything we've mentioned.
Yeah, everything
No.
that comes out of our mouth. You better be excited, damn it.
Age of
I only get
Taurus.
excited about things I put in your mouth.
Moonspell's got a new album coming out.
Who?
Moonspell.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's all in Portuguese.
I was kind of surprised. Moon Sorrow. Is it Moon Sorrow? Moon Loop. Moon Loop.
Moon Loop. Yeah, that was good.
I thought that'd be on your list.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a lot of work. It's just it's like the
Yeah.
Persephone. It doesn't stop. It's just nonstop. It's good. I need a break during my music sometimes to kind of recoup.
That Monolord is coming out. The Tau Cross, which I haven't listened to yet, but
Yeah,
I
I
know you
forgot
guys have
about
heard
Tau
of.
I have to
Cross.
say the Monolord single is it the song Rust?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it.
Wasn't all that interesting, I thought.
Yeah, I have to say.
What
Oh,
the fuck is
we
wrong
just-
with you guys, man?
We're so
What do you want? You want like fucking Satan himself? in
Dude,
this
I
song?
want the Black Album all day, all night.
Apparently,
Say no more.
I thought the song was kind of cool.
Yeah.
it was all right, but
I guess
I will
I'm gonna
say,
hear it.
I will say,
I'm going to hear it soon, but the Venom Inc. record I'm excited about.
the
Sorry, George, go
vocals
ahead.
were not buried as much.
Yes.
I liked that.
That's the first thing I noticed. Yes.
You're just gonna bitch because it's not the first album.
First album was good.
It is very good.
But it's really good.
First
But by
album
the
was
way, the
not
vocals
good.
are not that much different on the first album from the second album. They're pretty buried too, though. I went back and
No,
listened.
they're buried. They just the second album. They're so veneer. They're
buried with the dead.
No, they're just so buried. You can almost it almost like they put a microphone underwater and the guy sang into it.
Let's just take the approach that all the people on the line take now. You're a hater.
Do they say it like that? Like, you're
Yes.
a hater.
They do.
Hi. Hi, I'm Tiffany, and you're a hater. One last thing before we go. Before we started today, we sat down, John and Will and I, and Jay was here in spirit
And in voice.
and in voice.
Briefly.
And we did a quick Brewheads recorded segment for the podcast.
Audio version of the
An audio
Brewheads.
version. you'll hear about it. So listen to that now, and then we'll be back.
Welcome to the Metalheads podcast, and this is the first installment of the audio Brewheads.
Which Will fights against very hard.
Well, it's kind of hard for people to, I guess, even in a written word. Now it's audio. You can't see the beer. You can't taste the beer.
Well, you can't really taste it in the written word either, but nonetheless.
But there's pictures, so you can hear the beer because I'm tapping it.
Yeah.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
What is the beer that we are drinking today for the first audio Brewheads, Mr. John?
So this is the final bottle, the fourth bottle of the Opeth Stout, made by, is it Northern? I don't know.
Northern Monk Brewing Company.
Monk. Yes, sorry.
Over in the UK.
Yes, and we aged this one for, what does it seem like now? A year and a half? It's been a while since we've had it.
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah.
So we thought we would do this since today is our mid-year day. We figured, why don't we give this a shot and see what this is like doing an audio version, because there'll still be a written version of this.
Yeah, so it's July 15th, 2017. The Metalheads podcast crew is here. George, Jay, John, and myself, and we are here to...
Drink beer in front of Jay.
Yeah, who's drinking coffee.
I just got my Pete's. Just showed up. My wife picked it up.
Yeah. Well, it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
So,
there,
Jay, pretend that what
West
you're
Coast.
drinking is an Opeth Stout.
It's black.
It looks like what we're drinking.
It's
It just tastes
roasty.
different.
So this beer, it's the 25th anniversary Imperial Stout, 9.2% alcohol by volume. And as we stated earlier, it's brewed by Northern Monk Brewing Company over in the UK for Opeth's 25th year anniversary.
Yes,
Happy birthday, Opeth.
which
Last
was
year.
last year.
Last year.
Oh, he's got the burrito!
Yes. And he's done. And actually, yeah, I think when my buddy TR and I went to London to see them on the 25th anniversary, which we thought was going to be the only date we didn't know they
Which
were
was where?
in London.
Right, so that's the connection. 25th anniversary beer.
Did you take any
for
pictures
the
while you were there?
Swedish band was.
That's good, George. I like that.
Yes,
A little slight.
actually, I did take some pictures. If you are interested in one of them, you can go onto the Metalheads website and look under the profile pics, and you'll see a picture of me there.
What's the significance of the bridge?
The bridge is the album cover to Morning Rise for all you older Opeth fans, which became kind of an iconic image, I think, amongst our fans. It's just a bridge in the middle of a National Trust park in Bath, England, which, by the way, TR and I went to.
Bathory? Or just Bath?
Just Bath.
Okay.
Bath. If you know your history.
So you and TR took a bath together.
We did not go to the Roman baths, no. However, I've been to the Roman baths twice before, 2 different other trips to England.
What were their names?
Romulus and
Conolingus.
Everybody's favorite.
and Chauncey. I don't know where he came from, but nonetheless.
Chauncey and Lloyd.
No, so we made the trip to England, and conversely, then the beers, I think I got them that December, and that was in October 2015.
Tell the story of how you got the beers, because we have these beers in the United States, and that does not happen very easily.
No, I had to order them. Originally, there was an issue. I was trying to get them, I think, from the brewery, and they could not sell to the States and a few other countries. But a distributor picked them up, and they, I guess, had the rights to sell to the States. So I pounced on 4 bottles. Wasn't cheap, but that's not the point. And they came fairly quickly. I was impressed. So,
That's what she said.
hey, man. I got what I needed. I got my stuff.
I'm happy. I don't know what your problem is.
So I had one with Will a long time ago. We talked about the beer, but we just couldn't seem to put together anything. And I didn't provide much input on
I have to
that
find out where those notes are.
first time.
They're somewhere.
But then I kind of thought, I've got 3 other bottles, which I had one with my buddy TR. And then I think we had one here at the podcast a long time ago.
You did. I remember it.
Yep.
And I wasn't even there. That's
Yeah.
probably why I'm the only one who remembers it.
Longingly.
God damn it. So this is the second time you get to see us
So it's-
drinking it from 3,000 miles away.
I'm still trying to get
Yeah.
a Pliny the Elder out of somebody,
Yeah.
but I'm not as pressed as I was, being that it's not the number 1 beer anymore.
What's number 1 now?
Bell's Two Hearted.
Oh, no.
That's what they said.
Who's they?
The beer rating people. Will,
So-
who
so
are they?
I'm going to be like the dude
Choose
from
your beer
Mayhem
advocate.
in that movie Metal Headbanger's Journey. Remember, he says, "What people? Who said that? What people? Fuck them. Fuck
Yeah,
you."
I was like, really? Bell's Too Hearted? That's all right.
No,
it's not
negative.
that great.
Bell's Too Hard is still a great beer. The only problem is you can get it everywhere, so it's kind of lost its mojo.
Yeah,
if
I
that
agree.
beer was only available in Michigan or a few like select places, people will still be losing their minds over that
Yeah.
beer. It's a
Yeah.
great beer.
Yeah,
That's half the Pliny thing too.
Right.
yeah. But anyway, so after a while, I said to Will, maybe we should just hold this beer for a while and age it and see what happens and see what we think about it. So it ended up going longer than we thought. So
Yeah. Which is not what she said.
Oh yeah.
sometimes I even surprise myself.
Well, cheers, gentlemen.
Yes.
Cheers.
Some clinking in here.
Cheers,
So-
Jay.
It's got it definitely has a brown tannish head to it. The head retention did not stay very long, but it's an aged beer, so that's pretty typical. It's pretty. It's obviously it's an imperial stout / porter, so it doesn't have a whole ton of legs on it. So it's not like I don't see a little bit of legs on it when you kind of swirl around the glass.
What exactly is legs?
Legs is you can tell how much residual sugar is left in the beer when you kind of swirl around your glass, and it's almost like oil can slowly drip down a wall, or water will quickly go down. Mm-hmm. So the more thicker and sugary it is, kind of like this. It's all kind of more of a wine term. It's got legs.
Okay. I thought that was more of a. I mean, I've heard that before, but I always thought it was just sort of a more of an ambiguous thing, not like a specific thing. So that's interesting.
It's a metaphor thing, I guess.
Yes.
Or
See,
his
I
Easy
learned
Top song.
something, and you
Yeah.
too can learn something listening to Brewheads.
So I have the same distinct impressions before that it's roastier than it is boozy.
I haven't even drank it yet.
Yeah. But it definitely has taken on a little more character than the first time. Maybe because it warmed up a little bit too now, since we've
Yeah.
been sitting here for a few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has like a strong, like licorice, like a black licorice
A little
taste.
bit, yeah.
Is that anise? The
Anise.
Anise. Yeah, anise.
Anise, yeah.
An ass.
Do you have anise?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. How did you know?
It
could
definitely
I
has
could
that
taste it.
strong.
Naughty,
And
naughty.
thus the evolution has begun.
Yeah. But it definitely. So when you hold up to the light, there's definitely like a darkish, reddish,
Ish.
brown hue to it. So it's not the darkest of all imperial stouts.
No, but what are your impressions this time compared to the first time we had?
I
it?
like it a lot better this time, and it's probably for the two things that you've already said, is that it's warmed up, so we probably poured it 20 minutes ago.
Give it a chance to breathe a little.
Yeah, give it a little chance to breathe, and we also aged it for over a year.
It has a lot more character, I think, this time around.
Yes,
There's
so yeah, you definitely get that. The first thing I noticed is you smell, you definitely smell the
Agree.
roast, and then the anise or whatever, the black licorice part of it.
But I think that adds more to it because we had it at your place the first time, and while we kind of popped it right out of the fridge, it just didn't seem to have as much of that character. A distinctive character, I should say.
Yeah. No, this is and they tell you what's interesting on the bottle. They tell you to age it. And it's interesting on the bottle. It says best before, so BE or BBE, January 11th, 2040.
Holy crap.
So then it's going to be
Wow.
about a 35% beer.
So that beer is going to last longer than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not very nice. But
Probably true, though. I mean, that's
George
20,
is not real good on math.
23
That's
years from now.
now.
That would make me
Jesus, you're not
67, and there's no fucking way
you're
I'm
not even
getting
going to
that.
get Social Security by then. Come on.
Yeah. Not with that attitude.
Yeah. I plan
Not
on
with that
being
gut.
around. I plan on still rolling up in my cane to a show.
Yeah.
But I like it much better this time, I think, than the first time. I think the aging definitely helped it.
Yeah.
It has a typical European stout feel to me, and it's not a slight whatsoever. They have there's a certain style of way they brew there.
Well, yeah, I would say this is very borderline between a porter and a stout.
It's
The
not
technical definition of a stout is the addition of roasted barley. So it's not it does the barley doesn't go through the malting process, so it's not black malt, which is super roasted barley malt. This is just they take the barley and just roast it straight up, and so it's super acidic and black, and that's sort of the kind of technical definition between a porter and a stout. Porter does not have it, and a stout does. And you can taste it
sort
here.
of a pout.
But I find with a lot of like English porters have a tendency to be a lot almost like our brown ales, and in America we
Agreed.
make our porters a lot thicker, a lot darker, a lot more chocolatey kind of notes to it,
Agree.
coffee notes to it.
You're seeing a lot bigger porters too here.
Yeah,
I think
bigger porters.
not as
where-
many, but there are more.
And
here,
so
I
I
think.
think it's almost the same way with the British stouts that who originated the style. I have to say, in both cases, just in America, we sometimes tend to take someone else's styles and do them just a little bit better.
Yeah, so with here, it's basically like the hot rod. We're going to drop a 454 in there, as opposed to like a, I don't know, electric car. It's no slight on English style. I'm not saying
like,
that.
like a
at all.
Fiat or a Mini.
Yeah.
Here's
No,
my
it's-
Ford
it's-
F-350.
that is very-
bitches.
Yeah, that is very American, though. It originated in England. This goes to 11, but we actually do. We go to 11 on a lot of stuff. So
I get all fluttery when Will drops knowledge on us.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, that's right.
we
Will
also
wears glasses sometimes.
They're called beer goggles.
Yeah, beer goggles, maybe.
yeah.
And by the way, Jay, you look mighty fine in your glasses.
Thank you. Yeah, these are
Meanwhile, while Jay, John, and George have their glasses on,
yeah.
I was just saying that I really need reading glasses. It was really bad in the brewery when there's a dark corner and I'm like checking the carbonation on a beer. I mean, this tiny chart with like these micro numbers on it in the darkest corner of the brewery, and I'm like getting flashlights out and magnifying glass out. Like,
and then you're tweeting that you're making the beer, and then somebody writes back, "Why the fuck are you brewing a stone sour? What is up with that?" And you're like, "Oh,
You better be making a sour.
wait a minute, that was supposed to be a joke."
yeah.
So okay,
We did make a beer called Ugly and Stoned.
I've had it.
Yeah, super sour. Whew.
Yeah. So what do you think, George? I mean, you're here too.
I am here, but I don't have the knowledge that you guys have. All
Just tell us what you think.
Yeah.
right, let me take a sip. It tastes like a stout.
Nailed it.
It's got that sort of rich, bitter, almost like a coffee kind of
It's roasty.
roasty, yeah. And it tastes great. It's yeah.
Well-
I don't have any. I don't have any knowledge to drop on you because I don't. I just like beer.
Our good friend via Twitter and Facebook, and I think he may listen to the podcast, Dan up in Canada, Dan Klaginger. He writes this manifest.
That was awesome.
Oh my god,
It was fucking awesome.
I literally was laughing.
Cheers,
so
Dan,
hard.
that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Manifest Fermentation. He's got a little blog. It's kind of like a mini version of. No, I shouldn't say mini. It's kind of like a Brewheads kind of thing where he talks about metal and beer, but it's not just always.
It's
about
not as much
metal.
like Brewheads. Brewheads is the best.
No. But Dan does
does
a great
a nice
job.
job.
But his latest one, you have to check it out. It was just funny. It was like this giant liter of Imperial Stout. It was basically just like,
But in your face, though.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like label right there.
yeah, it was like, but it reminded me of what George just said, which was basically like, tastes like a stout. And Dan's column was a little
Kinda-
bit longer than that, but it was very short. And
It's
sweet to
kind
the
of
point.
sweet too, but not in a candy sort of sweet, but more of a
Yeah,
Licorice.
no. I mean like a coffee can be sweet with not with the sugar
yeah. When you
added,
put enough
but
Kahlua in it. Yeah,
no. But I mean like a bitter coffee can also feel to the tongue slightly sweet in a
yeah.
in a non-sugary way. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, like that.
Thank you. I'll put that back in my pants now.
And this is why I don't do the Brewheads columns.
I felt like you really picked up steam there at the end. I was like, okay, all right, you identified something.
Stop kissing me, George.
George is distinct and to the point.
Yeah,
George has had 3 sips of beer so far. He's already getting homoerotic.
It doesn't take 3.
Oh yeah, he did have a rye before, so he's on.
How many licks does it take to get to the chewies? One.
One.
done.
All right, so I think the takeaway from this then is that it was worth the wait then compared to the first.
Absolutely,
first
yeah.
spin.
This is
It's much better.
And
when
thank
you
you-
put it into context, this is what I always like to do, and especially when I did the Iron Maiden Trooper beer, which people don't like here in the United States. I'm like, but you have to understand this is a British beer brewed in Britain by an old school British brewery, and this is a very good British style ale. So I would say the same thing for this as far as Imperial Stouts goes, brewed in Britain. I mean, this is a really good stout.
If it was like this every time, I would have this more often. Then this is if I want a stout, but I don't want to drink anything big, even though it's 9.2.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like
drink
it
like
is.
that. No.
It doesn't drink like it at all.
It's like more like 9.1.
Oh man.
So
Expert
one
guru.
more.
So just real quick, I think Jay will appreciate that. Jay, it's just like an earthquake hits in California. What was a 5.3? Now, well, we've downgraded. It's a 5.1.
Yeah.
Which-
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, obviously that does mean something on a Richter scale, but it's just that's really
Yeah. Something
funny.
to somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really funny. So, well, it's not that big.
Oh, I was getting worried.
Well, I would like to thank John for bringing this in to share with us. I know this is not a cheap beer to acquire.
And it is not an easy one to split 3 ways and only take about 7 ounces for yourself. So thank you.
So
sir.
cheers to John.
No,
Thank
Yeah,
not a
cheers,
problem.
John.
Appreciate
There you
it.
go.
I'm glad I got the shirt to you guys.
Yeah.
I don't think I didn't have one of these on my own, which is fine. I don't mind. So
Twisting the knife.
That means it's because it's special.
it was special with my friends. At this point, what crappy macro brewery is it that beers for friends? Who is that now?
What?
So on the commercials, the shitty ass. When you drink, it's because you're with your friends. Is that Anheuser-Busch that's doing that now?
Probably.
Brewed
Might be
because
Budweiser.
yeah, it's just fuck them. Sorry.
Yeah,
Fucking right in the ear.
I was thinking about Adam Tepidelen, and I think I got the name right.
Yeah. I actually asked him at the beer fest, like, how the hell do you pronounce your last name?
When I was at RFD recently, before the Hall & Oates concert. Woohoo, Hall & Oates!
Please don't talk about it. Please don't talk about it. Please don't talk about it.
My wife wanted to go. It was her birthday present, so we went.
Your wife, air quotes, wants to go to a lot of these concerts,
I use-
air quotes.
Yeah. Anyway, so as per our ritual, but when going to the Verizon Center, we went to RFD beforehand, which
Regional Food
RFD,
and
rest
Drink,
in
which
peace.
is a very, very famous
RFD has closed
part
their
of the
doors.
famous
They're
beer
part of the
bar
Burt
right next
Skeller
to the
family.
Verizon Center where the Washington Capitals and
Yeah.
the Wizards play.
Yeah, but a few weeks ago, it was still open. And, damn, where'd my story go? What was I
You're
gonna-
at,
I don't
you're,
know, but it had Hall Notes in it.
you
and
were
we
singing
don't care.
She's Gone and Maneater and all that stuff.
And there was a pronunciation of Tepedelen's
Adam
name.
Tepidelen.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So I was there, and I was going through what they had on draft, because I've always been like, RFD's awesome. They have all these beers. And then, I recently read Adam's article about the whole, fight the power, fuck the big beer. And how there's a lot of formerly craft beers that are now big beer.
Sure.
And I was looking through what they had on draft, trying to find something real craft. And I was like, nope, that's big beer now. Nope, that's big beer now.
Oh, it's
and I
easy.
was like, I wanted to get an Ocelot because I was like, I know that's not.
Definitely not.
And it was out.
That's why it was out.
And I'm like,
Plus, it's really good beer.
and so I had to settle for a big beer. And I was like, fuck RFD. And then
It's not so much.
I joke about it, but now they're gone.
I didn't realize that Terrapin sold out.
A long time ago, actually.
Yeah, I didn't
thought.
know that.
Who did they go to?
Coors.
That's what I thought.
Miller Coors.
Which is a little bit
all Miller Coors, AB, InBev. It's all the same company.
Yeah, that big day. Yeah, it's unreal. Not even anywhere to get into it, but
John, there's a little bit of concern here that Fieldwork might go big because they're getting a little big for their britches. They've got multiple locations now, and they're starting to can stuff. And
yeah, I think that's going to be the general fear, no matter where you are.
Yeah.
If a brewery's doing well, I think the problem with that is because Wicked Weed sold, and that really hurt a lot of people because
That sucks.
they are a cult brewery back here. I mean, they were already good to begin with, but a lot of people would seek out their stuff once they got to Virginia and in this area in DC.
well, for what it's worth, I had some last night, and it was of its usual high quality.
Yeah, Fieldworks is good. I like them.
All right.
So, well, I guess that's our first Brewheads.
Yes, it's been the champagne bottle has hit the boat. It has been launched and initiated, and
But
And it's,
we'll do
it's
more.
slowly listing into the bay.
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna sink in all
sinking
20.
ship very quickly.
Yeah, but if we're in the bay, don't worry, it's only about 20 feet deep on average, so we're not going that far down. So I assume, Will, that there will be something written up for this
Yeah.
to accommodate this, but
I'll try and make sense of this madness that was
I don't know, I
tangential.
mean-
You'll listen
So-
back to this to be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, okay.
so I don't know. I mean, I guess we could ask people to let us know if they like this. If they do, maybe again. If not, oh well.
Yeah, it's
liked it.
the writing won't go away. We'll continue to do that, but it would be kind of cool to throw
Once
in the
in a while.
Brewheads update on the podcast.
For what it's worth, as somebody who kind of sat through it as an observer, I enjoyed it.
All right,
I think people dig it. Yeah.
Thank you,
And I
Jay.
know a lot of you fine job, gentlemen. And I'd also like to suggest for the written portion, Will, that your headline could be George's quote. It's a stout.
What do you want from me? It's a stout.
Come on, I'm doing the best I can here.
It's a beer. Fucking drink it.
All right.
All right. Moving on. All right. Well, we are nearing the end of the episode now.
Apparently.
And before we go, there's a few things I want to talk about. Okay. The next thing you're probably going to hear from us.
and Viagra.
The next
I'm
thing you're
sorry,
probably
what?
going to hear
What are we
from us
talking
is going to be my Vakken episode, which unfortunately Jay will not be there, and I am very sad about this. But I do have plenty of good people that are going to be there with me.
Including Sergey.
Yes, and
Which I don't mean to laugh because I mean, like, George could be Sergey and I won't be with either of you.
I've never met Sergey, but I've obviously.
Who's the bassist in Kantanksai?
But we've had like sort of secondhand tangential conversations
fisting.
Of course.
and
I should explain just because some people would have expected me to go. It didn't work out for me. It's a long story, but I'm still going to Europe, ironically. It's just that I won't be that near Germany. So, and it's okay. Life
But
goes
you'll
on.
be in Poland, right?
I will, and guess what I'm going to
You
do?
know Poland's right next to Germany, right?
It is, but I mean,
It's like,
it's
hey, I'll be in Nevada, but I won't be in
I'll hop over.
California.
but
Did
I'll
you
also
say-
be there.
Did you say
but
Nevada?
it's at the wrong time.
It's Nevada.
Yeah, I'll be there at the wrong time. That's the other key. And then, one thing I
damn
am
it.
going to do, and I don't mean to walk on the Vakken thing, is I'm going to get my hair cut at Nurgle's Barbershop. And I'm going to do a
jeez.
segment called Heavy Metal Haircut. But that stated, I'm sad I can't go. But
Are you
don't buy from-
going to grow your hair to get a haircut? You practically have a fucking buzz cut, dude. What fucking hair do
It's
you
a
have?
barber
You
shop.
got your nose
It's gonna
hair?
be this.
It's
It's gonna be this one. I'm cutting
Your
this
ass,
hair.
pubic hair? Like, what fucking hair is he gonna cut?
I'm not going to get it cut until I go. So they're going to have something to work with.
But
You have more
But
hair
I'm
in your
sorry,
goddamn nose.
So I didn't mean to interrupt you, George. It's just that I thought I should explain why I'm not going. And life goes on.
yes,
It's
quite
okay.
all right. Yes, I am quite sad because I wouldn't even be going if you hadn't been going in the first place.
I know.
Way to go, Jay.
But in less than 2 weeks, I will be heading to Iceland, as you've probably already heard, before heading to Germany and then Denmark and then Sweden. So I'm going to be doing sort of a travelogue on the road podcast leading up to getting to Vakken and at Vakken and possibly post Vakken as well, depending on what's interesting. I don't think it's going to happen because it's too outside the realm of what my wife wants to do. But in Sweden, in Stockholm, I would like to go to Quorthon's grave and get a picture.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's probably going to happen.
You have to find something close by that she might like. They go, oh, look at this. Quorthon's great. How did this happen?
Here's Madonna's grave.
Yeah. So we'll see. But that is probably going to be the next recorded output you hear because,
It seems like it's going to be a lot of post-concert stuff coming up.
yes.
We have some
and
Atlas
we're-
stuff coming up. We want to do like Ukiaru. We'd like
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after that.
Maybe-
like 2 days after I get back is the Kiaru show at Atlas. So we'll definitely be recording there as well.
Maybe I'll do some prog power stuff that nobody will listen to. But
Yeah, no, you definitely should record there as well.
I
so.
listened to like 5 minutes of it when you guys did it.
yeah.
So if
Turn it
it's
on.
not September, if it's September next time you hear an official episode, that's why. We got a lot of shit going on. But
I hope,
Then we'll hit the ground running after that, and we'll be back up to our normal. Because somebody was already liked on Facebook when I said we were recording on Facebook. They're like, it's about time. And you're right, it's about time. But we'll get back to our normal schedules.
I'm hoping that in September we have somebody that we've been talking about for a little while.
I'm working on it.
I'm hoping, because if we do that,
and it's big.
I will be very excited. Yes.
It's big, and I'm working on it. And I think there's at least a 70% chance or better that's exactly when we'll be talking to him. So we'll see.
George and I were talking about someone yesterday, or the other day, that we might want to get on.
Cool.
Hopefully. Maybe I can work it out for us.
Okay. So we got some stuff coming.
Yeah, so stuff is in the works. Just be patient. We'll get there. And before we go, make sure to check us out on SoundCloud. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Stitcher. And, of course, we are metalheads.com.
Where can you email us?
You can email us at...
that was really good.
Well, the new website actually has a contact page where you can send an email through the page. So go to wearemetalheads.com or metalheadspodcast.com.
But if you do not feel like going to the website and filling out the form, if you just want to hey, I got a Gmail account, I want to email you, what is the email address?
George@metalheadspodcast.com.
All right.
And if you're on Twitter and you want to get a hold of us, I am Disciple OV Metal.
I'm at Catatonic J.
I'm at Brew Metal Will.
I'm at White Cluster 69.
69.
69.
69.
And
Doctor.
Yes.
Doctor.
You can look us up on Bandcamp too to see what we've been listening to.
Yeah, please.
I'm Brew Metal Will on Bandcamp.
I'm the same.
Catatonic J.
I think we're all the same.
No, we're all the same.
Yeah, I'm like
We're pretty unified
Metal
these days.
Disciple George or something like that.
Yeah.
Before we go, as we exit now, you're going to hear, as promised, our new outro song from Ashen Horde, Shrieks of the Damned. Thank you, Trevor and Stevie.
Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you, Trevor. Thanks, guys. That's
Thank you,
awesome.
sirs.
This is going to rip your face off.